being here. Cliff Hughes, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Nora.
How are you? I anticipate that you're excited.
I'm excited, but with a little caution. This is not the usual general election, the big day.
But doesn't it feel like that, though?
It does. It does. And
I get that impression.
It has been feeling that way for the last several weeks.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And this morning, leading into this afternoon, and then tonight, it's going to be crucial.
Yeah. Major moments tonight.
Major moments in the politics of the country.
Yes.
And the life of the administration of Andrew Holness and the future of Mark Jefferson Golden.
Right.
You know, so we are here in NNN, CEEN TV
CEEN
studios.
TV nationwide, a major collaboration happening here today, and you'll see much more of this studio later on at 5 o'clock. But we're here from 9 until 1 for...
so I'm your guest.
You are my guest until 10 o'clock.
Until 10.
And then I leave you and you take over.
And then you will be my guest.
But of course, it will be major election day coverage here today. We will be joining our correspondents who are on the roads this morning. Our reporters are out in the streets. We'll also, of course, join some of our callers. You know who I want to hear from, sir?
Who?
Carl.
Who?
Carl.
Carl.
I want to hear from Carl.
Carl in Clarendon.
Carl must be busy right now running.
Dear. Carl, Cleveland.
Yes. I want to hear from Cleveland. Patrick.
Yes.
Patrick, I don't get the impression that Patrick is one of the, runners or anything like that, but he has the analysis of what is happening, and I would love to hear.
He's a keen observer.
There you go. So I hope you guys are out and casting your votes, and of course stay tuned to Nationwide for election day coverage until whenever it ends tonight.
Yeah.
All right. So yes,
we're going to begin with giving you some of the basic numbers to guide you, yes, in terms of what you're to listen for, to look for in the coverage today into tonight. It's local government election, okay? Remember, it's not a general election. The government is not at stake. It's the local authorities that are up for grabs.
Right.
14 of them. These elections today are the 17th to be held in Jamaica. The first was held way back 77 years ago in 1947. Can you remember? No, you won't be able to remember. You weren't around.
You weren't even alive. What do you mean, can you remember? You weren't even alive. But we have, I understand, the Director of Elections online with us, Director Glasspool Brown. Good morning to you, Mr. Brown.
Good morning, Glasspool. No.
Is Mr. Brown there with us? Okay, we are waiting to be joined by Director of Elections, Glasspool Brown. But in the meantime, Mr. Hughes, when we were on our way this morning, I didn't see much of the party groups out on the road as I expected it to be. To be honest, this is my first real election being, immersed in everything. But should we have been seeing more on the road, or was it as it should be at this time?
At that time, we must always remain focused on the fact that it's a local election.
Right.
Okay? Except for when we came down East Street.
Right, on East Street.
East Street coming down.
Right, at the First Missionary Church.
Right. We saw some party supporters, clearly party workers.
Right.
Who had gathered for the opening of polling stations.
And persons were lined up. I believe some persons were already inside voting.
Right. But it's going to pick up later in the morning. Yes. I can tell you we have had a bit of information from the EOJ, which says that the polling stations, for the most part, 98% of the polling stations
opened on time.
Only just under 2% didn't open on time. So we expect that the system is working.
Right.
Yes. I got this report just after 7, between 7 and 7:30. 1.8% or 124 of the polling stations didn't open on time, as against 6,583 opening on time. But we have the Director of Elections, Glasspool Brown. Good morning, Mr. Brown.
Morning, Cliff and Nora. Just about less than a minute with you.
Okay, quickly. It is now 2 hours since the polls were to have opened. What's your latest reading report in terms of the opening and the conduct of the elections?
Well, all stations are now up and running. We were succeeding. You know, the typical election day, a few issues that come up. But the polling stations are open.
No reports of misconduct of any kind?
Not yet. There's a few issues, but as per every election, but we're still sorting those out. But I must appeal again to voters that we have 10 hours to vote, from 7 to 5. So be a little patient with us when you come. In terms of the EDW, everybody who is in line up to 5 p.m. will be allowed to vote.
Right.
What are those few issues that you have had reported, Mr. Brown?
Sort of banner issues, personal team and name here and there. Those have to be checked out. I think on the polling station, we had some discussion in terms of one particular EDW supervisor allowing access to cafe at the time, but that was resolved quickly.
Okay.
In terms of the notification and communication there.
What of the...
But we're up and running in terms of going.
All right. Just before you go, what of the special election day workers who had a problem last week, Thursday, in Twickenham Park?
That is also going. I think it's just one from, going on committee. But everything is going so far, up and running. So we're trying to do what we need to do. I can put some report later anyway.
Okay. All right, Mr. Brown, I know you have a big job today, manning the elections. So we'll be in touch. Thank you so much,
Thank you so much, Mr. Brown.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Good.
That was Director of Elections, Glasspool Brown, telling us that for the most part, things are going well, just some minor issues with access. I heard him mention to cafe volunteers being barred access, but that was sorted out. So things are going good so far.
And it's a mammoth task they're undertaking, 6,726 polling stations in more than 2,000 locations across the island of Jamaica, more than 2 million eligible voters, and they have to make provisions just in case, in the unlikely event that the 2 million voters turned up.
Right.
Yeah. It's more likely, we're told, that we'll have a turnout of about 35 to 45%. Yes. The special election day workers' turnout was what, 41%?
Right. Just about the same as it was the last time.
And last elections in 2016, the national turnout was 30%, 30.6%. I personally anticipate this time around that we could be seeing a turnout of anywhere between 38 and 45%.
Do you think, sir, that we will have, it will be out of the ordinary based on, in my view, and I must say again, this is the first time I'm being fully immersed into an election, but based on the leaders being out for a local government election, I don't think it has been like this before. And my feelings are validated when I hear veterans like yourself and others saying that it's not like the others. The crowds are larger for a local government election. Do you think that will result in a much higher voter turnout?
It should. It should. But as I've been saying to the team at Nationwide, the old metrics and systems of assessing the politics of Jamaica, and in particular voting behavior, those dynamics have changed and continue to change. Yeah? So while it would have been fair to say, with a lot of confidence, that given the intensity of the campaigns that we have seen from the two major political parties, we should see a higher turnout. I expect to see a higher turnout. How significantly higher? I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure.
What I expect is a higher turnout of younger voters. And I hope to hear the data later on when that is analyzed. But I get the sense that persons in my age group, the 25 to 35 age group, that those persons are looking now to making a decision, to helping to make a decision where the leadership of the country is concerned. And I think for the first time, I want to go out, and vote. And I get the sense that that's the feeling among much of my peers. And I heard Ricardo saying also that he was pleased to know that some of his friends, I don't know if he falls within that 25 to 35, but I think he's just about at the pinnacle there. But his colleagues are wanting to go out.
That's interesting.
Yes.
25 to 35.
Right.
Yeah?
I think
what is causing that?
Social media messaging, I think, has something to do with it. There's a lot out there to see on social media. The messaging is out there, and that's where those people are mostly. And I don't know, but I think the parties, they are now looking to say, this is the group that we need to reach because these are the future, of the country. These people are the future of the country. And so we probably need to get to these people because the older ones that we depend on, they're going to be gone soon. Yeah. So I definitely see, it gets to me. Yeah. And I don't know if it's because I'm in the news because of my job, but I definitely see the messaging and it has reached me. So, and I get the impression from some of my peers that it has gotten to them.
That would be good. That would be good.
I want to see the data when it's analyzed.
We need to get back to a stage where young people, middle-aged people, the elderly are re-engaged in the politics.
And I must hasten to say, sir, it's not an engagement that is tribal. And that is what the parties must look at. The engagement of young people is not a green blood, orange blood kind of engagement. It's issues based. And they are looking to see, I must say, are looking to see who will really make a better future for us. So it's not, if you're thinking you're going to reach the young people, I mean, some of them are already there based on, family tradition and where they live. But especially those who are in the working class, we're looking to see who will make a better future for me in Jamaica.
Good.
It's not tribal at all.
Very, very important point.
Yeah.
That's a telling point. Yeah. To Belmont Road and to Old Hope Road. It's not about being engaged in orange or green blood. It's about the blood of Jamaica.
Indeed. At least for the young people right now.
Right. So we're going to go to our first break and come back with more from a special edition of the Consumer Hour and Cliff Hughes Online. You can fix this, Sammy. It keeps on coming out.
Local Vote 2024 on CEEN TV is brought to you by Digicel, Link, Western Union, JN Money Services Courts, and the following Pioneer Manufacturing Distribution brands: Chlorodu Bleach, Oxybride, Pro Pet Dog Food, and Ready Soap.
Go postpaid to win in the Digicel Staycation giveaway. You could be one of 10 lucky Digicel postpaid customers to win a luxury 4-day stay for 2 at a couple's resort. To enter, visit digiceljamaica.com for more info. Digicel, better connected. Authorized under Section 58(3) of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
These days, every dollar counts, and you get enough more for stretch when you collect your money from abroad in a blink with Link. Tell friends and family to send money through MoneyGram and collect it anywhere, anytime on the Link app. Get better rates to stretch your dollar and get the extra things you need. You can collect your cash same time from any NCB ABM or use it in the app to pay your bills, buy credit, transfer money, or shop. Download the Link app today. Life is better with Link. Conditions apply.
Jamaica Magazine, weekdays at 7:30 p.m. on CEEN TV.
JN Money Card sent from abroad. JN Money Card. Send the money. Move on, withdraw in a hurry. JN Money Card free. With your TRN and your ID. And when me not walk with cash, me just swipe like that. From abroad to CAD, get the JN Money Card. It's safe, convenient, and free. JN Money Card sent from abroad. JN Money Card. Go postpaid to win in the Digicel Staycation giveaway. You could be one of 10 lucky Digicel postpaid customers to win a luxury 4-day stay for 2 at a couple's resort. To enter, visit digiceljamaica.com for more info. Digicel, better connected. Authorized under Section 58(3) of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
These days, every dollar counts, and you get enough more for stretch when you collect your money from abroad in a blink with Link. Tell friends and family to send money through MoneyGram and collect it anywhere, anytime on the Link app. Get better rates to stretch your dollar and get the extra things you need. You can collect your cash same time from any NCB ABM or use it in the app to pay your bills, buy credit, transfer money, or shop. Download the Link app today. Life is better with Link. Conditions apply.
Champs it go hot like fever, cause we are getting more than Western Union.
24 winners will win 2 season passes for Champs 2024. Collect 2 or more Western Union money transfers in store or using the GK1 app from February 9 to March 11 for a chance to win. Authorized under Section 58 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
JN Money Card sent from abroad. JN Money Card. Send the money. Move on, withdraw in a hurry. JN Money Card free. With your TRN and your ID. And when me not walk with cash, me just swipe like that. From abroad to CAD, get the JN Money Card. It's safe, convenient, and free. JN Money Card sent from abroad. JN Money Card.
Local Vote 2024 on CEEN TV is brought to you by Digicel, Link, Western Union, JN Money Services Courts, and the following Pioneer Manufacturing Distribution brands: Chlorodu Bleach, Oxybride, Pro Pet Dog Food, and Ready Soap.
Good morning, good morning. You're back here inside a special edition of the Consumer Hour this morning. If you are not under a rock, you should know that today is the day of local government elections here in Jamaica. You are here inside Local Vote 24 nationwide and CEEN TV's edition of the local election coverage for today. And of course, I am joined by the one and only Cliff Hughes. He could not do without being here this morning. It's election, it's politics. Before we continue though, sir, I must shout out our YouTubers. How could we forget our YouTubers?
Right.
The day ones. Michelle Martin is on YouTube. Motivator Erica Smith, Rosebud, Carleen Smith, news commentator J.A., Albert Morgan, Winston Stevens, M.S. Ronald Bennett, Erica Smith, all the others over there on YouTube. Good morning to you, and thank you guys so much for joining us this morning.
It's a whole lot of them.
Trust me. And I anticipate that much more of them will be out
Curdell
as
Allen
the day
just
progresses.
came on. Calvin Daly, news commentator. Derek Lewis, Charmaine Walker, who done it? Good morning. And Calvin Daly, who done it? Yes. And Shirley Grayson, Craig McKenzie. And I want to say a special birthday today to a YouTuber, a nationwide fan. Yes, Faye Hutchinson is celebrating a birthday today.
Happy birthday
My dear
to you.
friend Faye, yes, she's celebrating her 17th birthday today. Yes, from all your legion of fans. Faye, Gordon, yeah, your hubby and best friend, yes, of what, 50 years and counting. Gordon, Andre, the grandchildren, and of course your daughter-in-law. Happy birthday to you, Faye. You're somewhere busy out on the political field, I gather, working on your birthday. I hope you get a good happy birthday gift later tonight.
All right, happy birthday to you, Faye Hutchinson. Hope it's a good one for you. All right, so we understand that Nationwide's Kimone Thompson is out in St. Catherine. Kimone, good morning to you.
I'm coming to you now from treadways in the St. Catherine Northwest constituency. We're not quite there yet. We're on our way up to McGrath High School, where the voting for this division is taking place. But on our way, we've stopped at 6 different polling divisions. We've been to Greendale, Twickenham Park, Spanish Town, Ensom City, and Angels. And I must tell you that the most activity we've seen so far has been at Angels, at Crescent Primary specifically. And that's in the St. Catherine North Central Division.
So you're saying, Kimon, not much activity at the other polling stations that you've stopped. And when you say not much activity, what exactly do you mean?
A handful of voters, a handful of people in line, some wearing colored shirts, others not. But it's really been a handful of people, except for Crescent Primary in the Angels Division. At Crescent, the turnout based on the numbers that the outdoor agents have been reporting is just above 3%. But I mean, it's still pretty early in the day.
Early, just about, yeah.
And when did you make that stop at that particular location, Kimon?
At Angels, just maybe about 10 minutes ago.
Okay. And up to 10 minutes ago, that would have been 9 minutes after 10, after 9, sorry, 2 hours of voting, only 3% had turned out so far.
Roughly, yes.
Yeah, so the early morning surge certainly not happening there, or did not happen there.
No.
Or at the others. Are you seeing, Kimon, the outdoor agents, though, the party workers, are they out?
They are absolutely out in their numbers. They are out, dressed in their orange and their green shirts. And then, as you know, at some polling locations, there are multiple polling divisions.
Right.
And you have representatives for each division within that location. So there would be a number of them at each of the locations.
On your way, Kimon, have you seen any party motorcades, any vibrant activity in St. Catherine just yet?
No motorcading. The only at Crescent Primary, which is where I said we saw we've seen most of the activity so far. There were quite a number of cars parked outside. We did hear some vuvuzelas going off in the background, but that's been pretty much it.
Okay.
For celebration and excitement.
Well, all right, Kimon, thank you so much. Voters just trickling in, basically, in St. Catherine. Thank you, Kimon. We hope to join you probably later on when there's much more activity.
And you know, Nora, viewers, and let me say welcome to our NNN CEEN TV viewers and listeners. We're coming to you from CEEN television studios on the Kingston waterfront in the Digicel building this morning for this special edition of Local Vote 24. At 5:30 this afternoon, this will be our election broadcast center. And we want to say thanks to all of you on YouTube, including Arlene Rowe. Yes, Arlene, me see you, Arlene. Yes. Ruby Reed, MS, Pauline Taylor, Angela Jones, Jermaine Evans, Albert Morgan, Patrice Buckley. I see all of you. Log on, to NNN CEEN TV and, of course, on our YouTube channel. All right?
All right.
I was about to tell you, Nora, that the low numbers so far, not surprising.
I was about to ask as well.
And this is where the party organizations
comes in.
Right. Because they have their targets. They know what is the minimum threshold they need to get in each electoral division to win.
Right.
So, let us say Raytown. They know that, listen, if we get 1,500 2,000 people into the polling station by 5, we will win, right?
Yes.
So their runners the outdoor agents that we passed on East Street are telling them, yes, so far, it don't look good enough. Only 3% or 30 people come out.
Right.
Yes? We should have been, by now, at 60 or 100. Yeah?
Interesting.
And then that is relayed to the party organization in the division or at the constituency level or at party headquarters, who will then have to get on the phone, yes, and say to Mary, who is the organizer for, let us say, Gold Street in Raytown, listen, the people are now come out. The people are now come out. So they are 9:30 now. And we don't have 40 people out of Gold Street, when we should have at least 60 so far. And then that information is acted upon, and the organization again, the activists, have to go find Mary and Jane and say, listen, what money now come vote? Come.
I don't know who was explaining. I mean, it's not coming back to me now, but explaining that each runner has their first 20 that
1
they
in
must
20.
right, the 1 in 20,
yes,
and that they must go out for this 20, and when they've ensured that that 20 is out and they've secured that 20, they go out and get a next 20, and how much cars they have to mobilize and umbrella and whatever to get the people out. And I don't remember who it was, but they were saying it's a science, and you have to get it right.
And this is where you need manpower,
yes,
in terms of workers. You need resources,
financial and otherwise.
Financial, transportation. You have to make sure you have your taxi crew hired for the day, and this taxi man knows that he is working with us between 12 noon and 5 p.m. And he must get him money. For the workers out in the polling stations, you have to feed them.
Right. Right.
So this is where it comes down to the nuts and bolts of the organization, and how motivated are your supporters to get to the polling stations to vote.
But we have some base information that we want to share with the listeners and viewers from our reporter Shaloy Michael this morning.
Right. So Shaloy, do you have that ready for us? Shaloy's rap.
The two major political parties, the Jamaica Labour Party JLP and the People's National Party PNP, as well as the United Independents Congress UIC and 36 independents are contesting today's polls. Combined, they have fielded 499 candidates across the 228 political divisions. This includes the 3 candidates vying for the mayoral seat in the municipality of Portmore. These are the PNP's Leon Thomas, the JLP's Markland Edwards, and independent candidate Howard Hamilton. The JLP, which controls the majority of the municipal corporations, has been seeking to convince the electorate that it is the better choice, with the campaign theme, Building for You and Your Community.
The only way that we are going to deal with any problem that you have, whether you're vexed about water, whether you're vexed about road, or you're just vexed about everything. Now make nobody tell you foolishness about them or come tomorrow and solve your problem. The only way them can address anything in Jamaica is by making that economy grow. And there's only one government that has ever done that in the history of Jamaica. Only one government. And that is the Jamaica Labour Party.
Meanwhile, the PNP has been telling voters a time come for change.
Them not deserve no more turning and nothing. Vote them out, Jamaica. Vote them out, PNP massive. Comrades, this election is a vital election for your party and for this country. Because this election is going to be an election that sends a signal and tells Jamaica and tells the government, time come for change. The people want change. When we get the victory on the 26th and we get more councils than we have now and we're stepping up, the momentum that we will have will be irresistible, irreversible, and will pushing us forward into the general election with the wind in our sails.
Over the last 4 local government election cycles, the JLP has won 3 times. In 2016, they won a majority of the divisions in 8 councils to the PNP's 4, with a tie for St. Thomas. In 2007, the JLP secured 9 of the 13 parish councils plus Portmore, and in 2003, they won 9 of 13 councils. The PNP won by a landslide in 2012, 12-1. In the 2024 race, the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation will be among the ones to watch. Its Raytown division came down to a difference of a single vote between the JLP and the PNP in 2016. The Red Hills division was snatched by a margin of 220 votes, not far from the 158 polled by the independent candidate that year. And the Papine division is now represented by a JLP candidate who previously won the seat for the PNP. Local government elections are constitutionally due every 4 years. Shaloy Smichael for Nationwide News.
Thank you, Shaloy Smichael. So, the background to all of what's happening now, based on 2016, the PNP won 8 councils, the JLP won 5, and 1 was tied. That's St. Thomas. St. Thomas was tied at the end of the vote in 2016. Since then, you have had about 2 or 3 councillors passing. So based on those deaths, it's now controlled by the PNP. So bear that in mind. We are in an election where it is not as clear-cut as to how we have a winner, as in the parliamentary elections, where you have 63 seats, and whoever wins the majority of the 63 seats forms the government. It's not so for the local elections. We have 14 municipal corporations. Whoever wins the majority of those corporations can claim victory. Or, another metric, you have 228 electoral divisions in those 63 constituencies. Going into today's elections, the governing Jamaica Labour Party is going in with 130 of the 228. The PNP is going in with 98. Yeah? So both are wanting to increase those numbers. The JLP wanting to increase from 130 upwards. A couple of JLP sources telling me that they feel they can go up to 150, 160. Interesting. The PNP sources are telling me that they feel they can go well in excess of 100.
But enough to... We don't know. But we are up on a break. We take a break here. Local Vote 24. That's what's happening right now on Nationwide 90 FM. We take a break. We'll be back with more.
Local Vote 2024 on CEEN TV is brought to you by Digicel, Link, Western Union, JN Money Services Courts, and the following pioneer manufacturing distribution brands: Chlorodu Bleach, Oxybride, Pro Pet Dog Food, and Ready Soap.
Go postpaid to win in the Digicel Staycation giveaway. You could be one of 10 lucky Digicel postpaid customers to win a luxury 4-day stay for 2 at a couple's resort. To enter, visit DigicelJamaica.com for more info. Digicel, better connected. Authorized under Section 58(3) of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
These days, every dollar counts, and you get enough more for stretch when you collect your money from abroad in a blink with Link. Tell friends and family to send money through MoneyGram and collect it anywhere, anytime on the Link app. Get better rates to stretch your dollar and get the extra things you need. You can collect your cash same time from any NCB ABM or use it in the app to pay your bills, buy credit, transfer money, or shop. Download the Link app today. Life is better with Link. Conditions apply.
hot like fever, cause we are getting more than Western Union.
24 winners will win 2 season passes for Champs 2024. Collect 2 or more Western Union money transfers in store or using the GK1 app from February 9 to March 11 for a chance to win. Authorized on the section 58 of the betting gaming and lotteries act.
One voice side and voice side don't representing a CEEN TV, you know, 4 China and a CEEN TV, CEEN, one up. Now mix night with Didas, rough, Epicon, Diddy, Room.
Are you craving fun and creativity? Not to worry, we've got you covered. Join us on Wednesdays at 10 p.m. Eastern Caribbean Time, 9 in Jamaica for Dancing Dynamites on CEEN TV.
These days, every dollar counts, and you get enough more for stretch when you collect your money from abroad in a blink with Link. Tell friends and family to send money through MoneyGram and collect it anywhere, anytime on the Link app. Get better rates to stretch your dollar and get the extra things you need. You can collect your cash same time from any NCB ABM or use it in the app to pay your bills, buy credit, transfer money, or shop. Download the Link app today. Life is better with Link. Conditions apply.
JN Money Card send from abroad. JN Money Card. Send the money. More want withdraw in a hurry. JN Money Card free. With your TRN and your ID. And when me no walk with cash, me just swipe like that. From abroad to CAD, get the JN Money Card. It's safe, convenient, and free. JN Money Card sent from abroad. JN Money Card.
Go postpaid to win in the Digicel Staycation giveaway. You could be one of 10 lucky Digicel postpaid customers to win a luxury 4-day stay for 2 at a couple's resort. To enter, visit digiceljamaica.com for more info. Digicel, better connected. Authorized under Section 58(3) of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
hot like fever, cause we are getting more than Western Union.
24 winners will win 2 season passes for Champs 2024. Collect 2 or more Western Union money transfers in store or using the GK1 app from February 9 to March 11 for a chance to win. Authorized on the section 58 of the betting, gaming and lotteries act.
Local Vote 2024 on CEEN TV is brought to you by Digicel Link, Western Union, JN Money Services Courts, and the following pioneer manufacturing distribution brands: Chlorodu Bleach, Oxybride, Pro Pet Dog Food, and Ready Soap.
Have a significant turnout. It's a waste of money.
So what would you say is the main reason for voter? Is it a worldwide thing where that's just how it is as when it comes to elections, or is there something that we're not doing right?
A combination, yeah, certainly. We have never had a lot of interest demonstrated by the Jamaican voter in local elections.
Right.
Yeah, because they don't really change governments or elect governments. So there is that fact, and that is not peculiar to Jamaica. The real issue, though, is that since the turn of the 1980s into the 1990s, we are seeing increasingly Jamaican voters staying at home, not participating. And you can put that down to a number of reasons. One, the Jamaican political process has not delivered for the Jamaican people in significant ways. Yeah? We went through periods of economic turmoil, social unrest. You see the social problems in the country. You see the issues related to crime and violence. You see people's struggle to just get on with their lives on a daily basis. I call it the misery index. Yeah? And the Jamaican people are really saying to their political leaders, you have not delivered for us. You have disappointed us.
Neither of the major political
Yes, for the most part. Yes. And they are staying at home. They are staying at home.
Yeah.
We need a movement, a party to re-galvanize the people of Jamaica. Yeah? Because right now, they're saying, can't bother with none.
What to vote for? what to vote for. But I understand we have Anthony Lewis on the line with us. Anthony is also one of our reporters out there in the fields. Anthony, good morning. Anthony, good morning. Anthony is covering Westmoreland and Hanover. Anthony, are you there with us? Not hearing Anthony. Oh, yes, hearing you. Go ahead, Anthony.
Okay. Good morning to you, Cliff, and the listeners.
Good morning, Anthony. How is it going in your neck of the woods in Westmoreland and Hanover?
Voting is progressing smoothly, but voting is progressing slowly but smoothly across the parish. Returning officer for Hanover, Western, Alton, Lawrence said polling stations open on time and without incident. In Hanover Eastern, it was a similar case as reported by the returning officer, Terminal Butner. I have just left Rossi's High School, where voters were seen trickling also. It was a similar situation for Esher Primary and Lucy Primary School. Hanover Western has 4 municipal corporation divisions where some 30,476 voters are registered to cast their votes across 97 polling divisions. In Hanover Eastern, there are 26,000 voters registered to vote across 88 polling stations. There are 3 municipal corporation seats in that division. The Hanover Municipal Corporation was led by the People's National Party after obtaining 4 of the 7 municipal corporation division seats in the 2016 local government election. This represents a total vote of 28,663 for the PNP and 26,209 for the JLP. This is Anthony Lewis reporting.
Thank you.
From Hanover.
Thank you very much, Anthony Lewis. And Hanover, we're watching tonight.
Yes.
Yes, it's close. 4-3 in favor of the PNP in the outgoing council. Based on our polling and our political intelligence, it is a battleground, the parish.
Yes, yes.
The PNP is hoping to hold it, as it must, all of the councils it has. You see, the threshold tonight for the PNP and Mark Golding, they must hold what they have.
And gain.
And gain.
To win.
To win. Yes?
Yes.
And Hanover is one of those that the PNP must hold. Yeah? And it must seek to pick up. For example, they're targeting the corporate area, the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation, which is a big prize.
Yes.
The big prize. Yes. And what is happening now, I can just imagine. Yeah? The organization, the efforts, the encouragement, the motivation, the sweeteners. To get people.
All the wheels must be turning at this point. And it's much of the same story from Anthony, just trickling in. But as you say, it's that time of the morning, and so we expect more. Guess who is on the line?
Who?
Papa Nana.
Papa Nana.
Good morning, Papa Nana. You vote yet?
Listen to me, man. When you're handicapped, you look like a people care see you more.
What do you mean by that?
When you don't know, so me go vote long time and come back from 8 o'clock.
How you said to me? Are you first vote?
You can't, I know really me first vote, but you know how we go already, me have to go early.
Oh?
Yes, man. So, me just want to wish you all on the best, you know, but me get one little news here when you to write in Royal Flat. That some, I don't know, don't follow my word, you do your investigation, that some comrade who was passing through decided to call the JLP, them drunk and start saying raccoon after them.
Oh, yeah, said to me.
Come in here. I just want to big up nationwide and make them know, say, you can't keep a good man down, because let me tell you something. I was saying something, but although you're not in here for this today, but I'm telling you, Mr. Hughes.
Yes, sir.
I have to lift my hats to all you, man. Believe me. You're one of the finest journalists I have ever seen. You cannot do what other people do. You cannot do what other people do, and the whole world is looking up on you as a different type of person. I am telling you. A man called me this morning and I say, I have to call you and tell you that you're coming like the man there that was sent to prison in, but the one they were a whole time in a dead road and come back, man, till he finally dead. The one Nelson Mandela.
No, you don't do that to Nelson.
Nelson Mandela the Great.
He was going to come out and take some revenge, and he come and take a different path. And I must lift our hats to you, Mr. Hughes. There's a lot of people who is talking about you. You're a very, very intelligent type of person.
Yes.
Yes, and God bless the staff of Nationwide. And no matter how it goes, this morning I get up and I pray for Nationwide. I pray for everybody, but I pray a special prayer for you. And my prayer is that I'm asking the good Lord to let Nationwide trample upon serpents and scorpions.
I like that, Papa Nana.
Thank you for the prayer, Papa Nana. But before you run and go, Papa Nana, at your polling station where you went this morning, what was the turnout like while you were there?
Listen to me. As you know, I not see well in the day when I couldn't count, but I begged my Nana to count. And when I went there, it was about 10 people.
10? And what time was that?
I went there a little after about 7:45. Yes, and them come and ask me my ID and tell them say me can't answer for vote, but me carry my wife for vote. she come and tell me about call one next man we're in charge of the place. Say she want blind voter. And me say don't do it again because I am not blind. I just cannot see.
That's right. That's right.
And then now when I finish vote now. They dip my little finger in the ink. But me tell them I didn't want them to dip that type of finger there because of that me take a lick out my pot. But
you have to go wash it off, Papa Nana, or lick it out tomorrow.
No, but I me use and lick out my porridge pot, especially when the porridge never look up burn like and it's sweet me and thing. You know what I mean?
It's not easy at all.
Oh, well, you see, I mean lick pot finger, man. You know, Mr. Hughes.
Yes.
You know who called me this morning to and tell me to big you up? You remember Michelle that grew next door to you?
Michelle?
Yeah.
Grew next door to me where?
Down at where the road here near where you grew, man.
Which road that?
Barnes Avenue or Barnes Road.
Barnes Road. Yes. Barnes Road in East. Yes.
Yes. She was at 27, I think, and she tell me.
Yes.
So I questioned her about you. You know, you say you was a good behaving boy who your mother keep very strict.
Yes. Yes. Wow.
So she asked me to big you up. And say she's praying for Nationwide.
Yes.
And she's only hoping that they don't have any bomb scared today because you can listen if things are going to turn away for bomb scared. So
yes.
I was telling you.
And bigger up for me.
Don't forget you at all.
Yes, and give her my love and regards. It's been a long time.
No, I'm not going to tell her about no love, you know, because I love her. You tell her about her, you said no love for her.
All right, Papa, you're too selfish.
Yes.
You must share.
You're not selfish. You take care of Mama Nana to tell you all it too.
All right. Tell Mama Nana hello for me. Okay.
All right, Papa Nana, take care. Just
enough respect.
Love you too, Papa Nana.
Yes, man.
Just to let you know, listeners, if you want to give us a call and let us know where you are, if you've cast your vote already, the numbers to call 876-630-937124 or 618-8255. We'll check in the YouTube comments as well for those of you who are in Jamaica and are able to vote. Remember, it's CEEN TV, Nationwide 90 FM, Local Vote 24. We take a break.
Local Vote 2024 on CEEN TV is brought to you by Digicel, Link, Western Union, JN Money Services Courts, and the following Pioneer Manufacturing Distribution brands: Chlorodu Bleach, Oxybride, Pro Pet Dog Food, and Ready Soap.
JN MoneyCard send from abroad. JN MoneyCard. Send the money. Mo want withdraw in a hurry. JN MoneyCard free. With your TRN and your ID. And when me no walk with cash, me just swipe like that. From abroad to CAD, get the JN Money Card. It's safe, convenient, and free. JN Money Card sent from abroad. JN Money Card.
Only Chlorodo gets it right. Chlorodo Bleach, now available in 3 different fragrances: original, citrus, and floral.
The ultimate clean is a Chlorodo clean.
Chlorodo Bleach.
These days, every dollar counts, and you get enough more for stretch when you collect your money from abroad in a blink with Link. Tell friends and family to send money through MoneyGram and collect it anywhere, anytime on the Link app. Get better rates to stretch your dollar and get the extra things you need. You can collect your cash same time from any NCB ABM or use it in the app to pay your bills, buy credit, transfer money, or shop. Download the Link app today. Life is better with Link. Conditions apply.
Go postpaid to win in the Digicel Staycation giveaway. You could be one of 10 lucky Digicel postpaid customers to win a luxury 4-day stay for 2 at a couple's resort. To enter, visit digiceljamaica.com for more info. Digicel, better connected. Authorized under Section 58(3) of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
Local Vote 2024 on CEEN TV is brought to you by Digicel, Link, Western Union, JN Money Services Courts, and the following Pioneer Manufacturing Distribution brands: Chlorodu Bleach, Oxybride, Pro Pet Dog Food, and Ready Soap.
Good morning, good morning. Welcome back to CEEN TV Nationwide Local Vote 24. It's a special edition of the Consumer Hour this morning. I am here with Cliff Hughes. He is joining me this morning for this election day coverage. We understand, sir, that I don't know who made this decision, to send Ricardo Brooks with the Prime Minister. Andrew walked fast, right? And I don't know if Ricardo can keep up. But we will see at the end of the day. No, but I'm just saying, sir, the Prime Minister is a fit man. And he walks very fast.
Ricardo is equally a fit man. Good morning, Ricardo Brooks.
Good morning, Cliff Hughes. Good morning, Norgay Banton. Good morning to the listeners.
You have to be defending your honor and integrity.
And I appreciate that because you're a good boss. I heard Nora even casting aspersions on my age.
Good morning to you, Ricardo. Where are you now?
I am at the Mona High School in Eastern St. Andrew, where we're awaiting the arrival of Prime Minister Andrew Holness. He's set to cast his ballot. He was scheduled to do that at 9. He's running late. We're told he's on his way. So he's set to cast his ballot at PD 35 here at Mona High School. It's been slow going. In fact, when I arrived, there were more media reps and outdoor workers than there were voters here. Wow. But very interesting, it seems a lot of high-profile Jamaicans appear to have their vote here at Mona High School. Since we've been here, we've noted the arrival of a Justice of the Court of Appeal. We've noticed the arrival of PNP Chairman Dr. Angela Brown Burke and her husband, Paul Burke. We've noticed the arrival of a senator. So a lot of high-profile Jamaicans casting their vote here. When I asked the Justice Pusey how she found the process, she said it was very smooth, very, very smooth. She had high praises for members of the EOJ in terms of how fast the process went.
Yes.
She was in and out, and that seems to be the consensus among the voters who are exiting, having cast their ballot.
At about what time did you get to Mona, Ricardo?
We got there around about 15 minutes to 9, thereabouts.
And it's almost 10 o'clock now, Ricardo. Yes. Any idea as to the turnout so far, the numbers voting so far?
No clear indication yet. The only thing that we've been able to get from the outdoor workers, DOJ workers, slow, very low.
So it's a trickle, like elsewhere in the country.
It is a trickle. It's a trickle. But, importantly, a trickle of high-profile delinquents.
Okay. All right. Stick with it, Ricardo. Yeah?
All right.
Okay.
So, awaiting the Prime Minister. Once he arrives, I'll let you know.
Okay.
All right. We know also we're watching Portmore, Mr. Hughes.
Portmore.
Portmore is somewhere that we are looking closely at for the mayoral race.
Yes.
Markland Action Edwards going up against the current mayor. I don't know how much of a battle it will be,
yes.
But we're looking to hear, and there's a lot of history as it relates to Portmore and the mayoral race.
Of course, and William Mitchell, yes, takes a brief look at the historical voting behavior of the people of Portmore, yes? We don't have that yet, but it's one of the most keenly contested and watched races.
Right.
Yeah, Portmore, yeah, because Portmore is the only municipality in which the people directly elect the mayor. It is also part of the larger St. Catherine Municipal Corporation.
Right.
But yet they have their own municipality in Portmore.
Yes.
Yes? So here's that report from William Mitchell looking at the historical voting trends of Portmore.
Portmore became a municipality on June 19, 2003. It's also the only municipality that directly elects its mayor. The PNP's George Lee was elected the first mayor of Portmore, beating the JLP's Keith Hines by 640 votes in 2003. Hines flipped the script in 2007, winning by 776 votes. Still, the PNP won 6 of 10 divisions to take the council. In 2012, Lee came out of retirement to win re-election by 6,724 votes. The PNP also won all the divisions in Portmore except Independence City. When Lee died in 2013, then councillor for the Hellshire division, Leon Thomas, became acting mayor. Thomas won his own mandate in 2016, defeating the JLP's Keith Blake by 1,782 votes. Since 2003, the PNP has won every division in Portmore at least once. The exception is Independence City, which the JLP has never lost over the period. The JLP can count Gregory Park as another stronghold. The only PNP win in the division was in 2012. In the 4 elections since Portmore became a municipality, the PNP has never lost Brayton, Greater Portmore East, Hellshire, Waterford, Bridgeport, or Edgewater. The PNP also has strong recent history in Greater Portmore North, Portmore Pines, and Southborough. Wins in Westchester is split 2-2 between the JLP and the PNP. Mayor Thomas says he's confident of securing his second full term.
Portmore need a leader with integrity, honesty, and trustworthy. I am in this thing for nearly 30 years, comrades. Work as your community leader, then your councillor, then your deputy mayor, and now your mayor, and the 26th, I am going to return again.
JLP challenger Markland Action Edwards says he wants to transform Portmore into a mecca.
Then we want to ensure that they have better roads to drive on. I also want to enhance green spaces across the municipality. We want to ensure that the garbage is collected on time, on a regular basis. We want to get another fire station going in Portmore. We want to improve water supply. We want to ensure that the streets are well lit. Portmore is going to be that 24-hour city where you can be up and about at any time.
Meanwhile, independent challenger in the race, Howard Hamilton, told the Jamaica Beacon that he's the candidate of choice for political change.
Let your vote count. We are calling on the undecided. We
We are calling on the uncommitted. We are calling on those who are fed up with a system that has not given as much as they expect.
William Mitchell for Nationwide News.
All right, thank you so much, William Mitchell. We heard there about the history and voting patterns in the Portmore municipality. We are going to take another break now, because after the break, we will be joined by two political analysts. We have Cleveland Tomlinson and also Sandre Roden. After the break, it's CEEN TV, Nationwide 90 FM, Local Vote 24.
Thank you, Nora.
Local Vote 2024 on CEEN TV is brought to you by Digicel Link, Western Union, JN Money Services Courts, and the following Pioneer Manufacturing Distribution brands: Chlorodu Bleach, Oxybride, Pro Pet Dog Food, and Ready Soap.
JN MoneyCard send from abroad. JN MoneyCard. Send the money. More withdraw in a hurry. JN MoneyCard free. With your TRN and your ID. And when me no walk with cash, me just swipe like that. From abroad to CAD, get the JN Money Card. It's safe, convenient, and free. JN Money Card sent from abroad. JN Money Card.
One voice side and voice side, I representing a CEEN TV, you know, 4 channel, a CEEN TV, CEEN, one up. Now mix night with Didas, rough, epicon, did it, room.
These days, every dollar counts, and you get enough more for stretch when you collect your money from abroad in a blink with Link. Tell friends and family to send money through MoneyGram and collect it anywhere, anytime on the Link app. Get better rates to stretch your dollar and get the extra things you need. You can collect your cash same time from any NCB ABM or use it in the app to pay your bills, buy credit, transfer money, or shop. Download the Link app today. Life is better with Link. Conditions apply.
Jamaica Magazine, weekdays at 7:30 p.m. on CEEN TV.
Chicago hot like fever, cause we are getting more than Western Union.
24 winners will win 2 season passes for Champs 2024. Collect 2 or more Western Union money transfers in store or using the GK1 app from February 9 to March 11 for a chance to win. Authorized under Section 58 of the Betting Gaming and Lotteries Act.
Go postpaid to win in the Digicel Staycation giveaway. You could be one of 10 lucky Digicel postpaid customers to win a luxury 4-day stay for 2 at a couple's resort. To enter, visit digiceljamaica.com for more info. Digicel, better connected. Authorized under Section 58 of the Betting Gaming and Lotteries Act.
Local Vote 2024 on CEEN TV is brought to you by Digicel Link, Western Union, JN Money Services Courts, and the following Pioneer Manufacturing Distribution brands: Chlorodu Bleach, Oxybride, Pro Pet Dog Food, and Ready Soap.
JN MoneyCard send from abroad. JN MoneyCard. Send the money. More withdraw in a hurry. JN MoneyCard free. With your TRN and your ID. And when me no walk with cash, me just swipe like that. From abroad to CAD, get the JN Money Card. It's safe, convenient, and free. JN Money Card sent from abroad. JN Money Card.
Every dollar counts, and you get enough more for stretch when you collect your money from abroad in a blink with Link. Tell friends and family to send money through MoneyGram and collect it anywhere, anytime on the Link app. Get better rates to stretch your dollar and get the extra things you need. You can collect your cash same time from any NCB ABM or use it in the app to pay your bills, buy credit, transfer money, or shop. Download the Link app today. Life is better with Link. Conditions apply.
Go postpaid to win in the Digicel Staycation giveaway. You could be one of 10 lucky Digicel postpaid customers to win a luxury 4-day stay for 2 at a couple's resort. To enter, visit digiceljamaica.com for more info. Digicel, better connected. Authorized under Section 58(3) of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
Local Vote 2024 on CEEN TV is brought to you by Digicel, Link, Western Union, JN Money Services Courts, and the following Pioneer manufacturing distribution brands: Chlorodu Bleach, Oxybride, Pro Pet Dog Food, and Ready Soap.
Good morning, and welcome to a special edition of Cliff Hughes Online. And today it is special in a number of respects. It's local government election day, and we're coming to you from our NNN CEEN TV studios in the Digicel building in downtown Kingston as we collaborate with CEEN TV to cover the 2024 local elections. It's called LocalVote 24. And a lot at stake over the next 10 hours, certainly as Jamaicans trickle to the polling booths across the island. If you're joining us from Jamaica or across the world, this is the state of play. 3 hours after more than 98% of the more than 6,700 polling stations opened across 2,148 locations in the island of Jamaica, it's a trickle. It's a trickle, yes, so far. We know the political organizations that are the People's National Party and the Jamaica Labour Party are now going into full throttle to get out the votes, to meet their projected targets, so later they can smile and avoid the agony of defeat, yes? Because there's a lot to play for. Approximately 2 million Jamaicans are on the voters list. We anticipate a voter turnout of anywhere between 35 and 45%. If we get up to 45, that would be a surprise. But given the intensity of the campaigns that have been waged by the two major political parties, we expect an increase on the turnout over the 2016 figures. In 2016, only 30.6% of Jamaicans bothered to take part in the local government elections. 8 years later, and 4 postponements since then, yes, on Thursday last week, the special election day for those who work on a day like today, the turnout was just about 41%. 41%. So if that is an indicator, we could anticipate a turnout tonight of between 38 and 45%. Yes? A higher turnout of 45%, dare I say, could indicate that the opposition is heading for victory. Anything under 45%, I suspect it could be as we went in. Which brings me to the issue, how do we determine a winner tonight? It's not the general elections where you have 63 seats and a majority will give you the prize of government. It's a local election where we have 14 municipal corporations in play, yes, including the municipality of the Sunshine City, known as Portmore, where they're having a direct election for mayor as well. So going into today, there are 228 electoral divisions. The two big parties nominated a candidate in each, plus the mayoralty race, we're up to about 499 candidates in total. 36 of those are independents, yes? But independence in Jamaica has a dismal history of electoral victories. We don't anticipate that that will change this evening, although there are some races we're taking a serious look at, we're watching. For example, Grange Hill in Westmoreland, where Lord Mackenzie, the long-time PNP councillor, has been nominated as an independent candidate. Will he cost the PNP, yes, in Grange Hill or not? We're also looking at Toll Gate in southwest Clarendon, where a long-term councillor, Ufel Purcell, for the People's National Party, the PNP dropped him. He has nominated as an independent candidate. We're also looking at Leroy Dunn up in northeast St. Catherine. Yes, Kerencia Morrison's constituency. He was a former GLP councillor. He's now running as an independent. Will he end up being a spoiler? So there are those other sidebars to the main discussion. We're watching for you on election night, election day, and you have to stay here at NNN CEEN TV. Yes, we have our reporters, correspondents, and sources fanned out across the entire Jamaica. And this is a place where we tell you first and also make the predictions, yeah, based on the data. And at 5:30 this afternoon, we will be joined by a team of data analysts from Blue Dot Insights who have been polling, yes, in collaboration with NNN, voting behavior and intentions in Jamaica for the last 4 years. And based on their recent poll conducted between January 19 and February 6 this year, the Blue Dot pollsters, are telling us that they anticipate a governing GLP win this evening by a margin of about 3 percentage points. The other national pollster, Don Anderson, yes, he's predicting a very, very slight advantage of only 1% to the governing Jamaica Labour Party. So it's all to play for, yes? And the Prime Minister, we gather, is scheduled to give a live media briefing where he's due to vote in Mona, at the Mona High School in Eastern St. Andrew, where he is resident. That's where his vote is. We will be taking that live. But I must tell you, in Eastern St. Andrew, we are watching that as well tonight, because that division in Eastern St. Andrew, the PNP Venetia Phillips, or formerly PNP Venetia Phillips, now GLP Venetia Phillips, the Papine division, won by Venetia Phillips to the PNP in 2016. Now she's with the GLP. It is hand-to-hand combat going on in Papine now, because Mark Golding has described her as a traitor who must be defeated. The PNP is pulling out all the stops to defeat Venetia Phillips today, while the Labourites are also doing just as much, if not more, to make sure they bring her home. And in doing so, it's not only a personal grudge match because Venetia has crossed, but also it could determine the biggest prize tonight. Who controls the capital city, the corporate area of Kingston and St. Andrew at the municipal level? The GLP going into today control the KSA-MC, yeah, with a very narrow victory in the Raytown division in central Kingston in 2016. Yes, it is a battle royal going on. Yeah, will Rosalie Hamilton hold on for the GLP in Raytown this evening, or will the PNP snatch it away? Yes, will the GLP hold on to the Trafalgar Park division? Yes, that Kari Douglas, who won it for the PNP in 2016, yes, can she hold on to it? Julian Robinson, the Member of Parliament for South East St. Andrew, in which the Trafalgar division is located, is assigned to bring home the corporate area for the PNP. Yeah, a lot is at stake. I have two young political analysts joining me here now after all of that. Yes? And if I could only repeat that for me, my producer speaking to me in my ears. Well, let me introduce Sondre Roden. Yes, welcome Sondre, as well as Cleveland Tomlinson. Yes, he's well branded. You see him? Cleveland Tomlinson, you're the junior spokesman on finance. On finance. And Sondre, you're a political commentator.
Yeah,
an
economist. Yeah.
An economist.
Right.
Good. Right. So, let me begin with Cleveland. How's it going?
Well, we're excited, we're confident, we don't count our eggs before they hatch. So what we are doing is ensuring that the ground swelling that we saw in the respective divisions and constituencies when we ran our campaign translates into votes today. So our political machinery is energized. We have our teams on the ground, they are in the divisions, and we're getting the people out. We're mobilized, we're united, and we are ready. We're very confident
that you will win.
We are confident of our position today, where we stand right now, and we are eyeing victory.
You're confident that you will win?
We're eyeing victory.
The same thing.
We're eyeing victory, yes.
I notice you're not saying that.
We're eyeing victory. We are
You're confident that you will win.
We are eyeing victory. We think we have done significant preparatory work. We have gone above and beyond. We have mobilized ourselves. We have brought the party leader out. He has rubbed flesh with the people, and I think that Jamaicans have really come to understand his perspectives, has come to understand his personality, and I think that people are really resonating with Mark Golding, and I think that that will translate into something good for us. So we are confident.
That you will win.
Confident.
At 9 tonight.
Yes.
And how do you define victory?
Well, for me, I'll tell you how I personally define victory for the People's National Party. We're coming from a very weakened state in 2020. We were battered from the general election. Internal disputes really divided the party. So we were weakened. But if you just oppose 2020 to where we are now, surely we can say that the People's National Party has come a far way. So we have really bridged the divide in the party. And for me, winning means gaining significant more divisions than we won in 2016.
And out of 2016, you're at 98.
98, right.
98 of 228.
Right.
Yes?
So we lost 130.
Yes.
Yes.
So victory for you tonight would be 98 with a net gain of...
I would say let's gain at least 20 more divisions. And I think that the People's National Party will win in that regard.
And and I'm sure this is coming from within the top echelons of the party, that net gain tonight to be defined as a victory, to give you the basis for claiming victory, 98 plus 20. Let's round that up to 120.
Yeah, we will. We will deliver tonight.
120.
We will deliver tonight from what we are seeing on the ground, the kind of connection that we have with the people, just the way in which the people have really thirst for new leadership at the local level signals to us that the people are ready to usher in a PNP-led municipality right across the board. And you heard our General Secretary. Our internal polls have indicated that we have been leading in a significant number of the municipalities. So the polls that we have conducted really buttress our perspectives right now.
For what they're worth, but tell me, the governing party is going in with 130. Yes? You don't think you'll get to 130?
Well, the governing party has really put in a lot of work, and there's significant momentum behind the Jamaica Labour Party. And I think one really has to be very fair and objective. There are really some difficult divisions to win. There are some divisions in which we have independent candidates that were formerly of the People's National Party. So there are some divisions where it's almost a tit for tat, where the needle can swing in any direction. So I think we really have to give some degree of consideration that things can happen adverse to what we want.
All right. Cleveland Tomlinson is the People's National Party junior spokesman on finance. He's here. So too Sandra Roden, an economist. We're going to take our next break and come back to our live coverage of Vote, Local Vote 24.
Local Vote 2024 on CEEN TV is brought to you by Digicel Link, Western Union, JN Money Services Courts, and the following Pioneer Manufacturing Distribution brands: Chloro Bleach, Oxybride, Pro Pet Dog Food, and Ready Soap.
Hot like Viva, cause we are getting more than Western Union.
24 winners will win 2 season passes for Champs 2024. Collect 2 or more Western Union money transfers in store or using the GK1 app from February 9 to March 11 for a chance to win. Authorized on the second 50th of the betting game and lottery act.
Love you more and live better mind and body with Quartz. Prep, grab, and go with up to 25% off small appliances. Stay fit with up to 20% off gym equipment. And rest well and save up to $30,000 on select mattresses. Shop today with no cash and pay overtime on 6 to 48 months credit. Love you more. So rest, recharge, and live better with Quartz. Bringing value home. Offers end March 31, 2024. Conditions apply.
JN Money Card send from abroad. JN Money Card. Send the money. Mo want withdraw in a hurry. JN Money Card free. With your TRN and your ID. And when me no walk with cash, me just swipe like that. From abroad to CAD, get the JN Money Card. It's safe, convenient, and free. JN Money Card sent from abroad. JN Money Card.
Love you more and live better mind and body with Quartz. Prep, grab, and go with up to 25% off small appliances. Stay fit with up to 20% off gym equipment. And rest well and save up to $30,000 on select mattresses. Shop today with no cash and pay overtime on 6 to 48 months credit. Love you more. So rest, recharge, and live better with Quartz. Bringing value home. Offers end March 31, 2024. Conditions apply.
These days, every dollar counts, and you get enough more for stretch when you collect your money from abroad in a blink with Link. Tell friends and family to send money through MoneyGram and collect it anywhere, anytime on the Link app. Get better rates to stretch your dollar and get the extra things you need. You can collect your cash same time from any NCB ABM or use it in the app to pay your bills, buy credit, transfer money, or shop. Download the Link app today. Life is better with Link. Conditions apply.
Local Vote 2024 on CEEN TV is brought to you by Digicel, Link, Western Union, JN Money Services Courts, and the following Pioneer Manufacturing Distribution brands: Chloro Bleach, Oxybride, Pro Pet Dog Food, and Ready Soap.
Welcome back to our special coverage of the Local Vote 24. And we are covering the voting as it gets along right across the country. Yes, so far, looking at my watch, yes, voting has been going on for just over 3 hours now. And we have been getting reports of a trickle in terms of a turnout. On your screen, there's the opposition leader. That looks like the Lyndhurst Methodist Church on Lyndhurst Road in his South St. Andrew constituency, yes. And of course, the leader trying to motivate the comrades to come out, yes, and vote today, yes. Good. All right, so we are back in studio with our analyst. You heard from Cleveland Tomlinson of the People's National Party. We're now going to be joined by economist Sandre Roden. And Sandre, how do you see it going?
Well, to be honest, Cliff, it is really hard to tell right now. The polls are saying it, and I have to follow the numbers. If I don't follow the numbers, I'd be lying to the Jamaican people. 3% and 1%, you know, when you look at the margin of error of roughly 2 to 3%, that's really a 50-50 race. So when you hear Cleveland say they're expecting to pick up, what, 20, that's 20 is going up to about 118, if I'm not mistaken, and 118 leaves the JLP with what, just about the same number. So that's a square figure if you look at it like that. And yes, there might be advantage, but I'm saying that's a square figure. It's really close compared to 130 and 98. And when you look at the different municipalities across the country, you see Kingston and St. Andrew, where you've said that's a pound for pound fight right now, because the PNP want the municipality, the JLP have to figure out how they retain that municipality. You look at St. Thomas, JLP is saying they're going to win St. Thomas, but PNP is like, we were tied, so we can take that. Then they're saying they want back the West, but I am predicting that Westmoreland might just go to Jamaica Labour Party, because we have to account, as it relates to numbers, for the independents. The independents coming in, what we normally see is that these people have friends and family members, that are going to support them. And if you have those people coming in to support you, if it's a PNP independent, he's pulling from the PNP's vote in Westmoreland. And that's something that I agree with you, something to watch. And the same way we have that type of switch and independent, I don't know if you mentioned it, but in Papine, there is a former Jamaica Labour Party candidate that's also gone independent. And that factors in a lot, because he was very integral based in favor of Williams becoming member of parliament for the seat. He's a part of the team. So that says to you that dampens the support that Jamaica Labour Party would have in the Papine division. So if Venetia wins, and I say this clearly, it's an indication that Jamaica Labour Party will win, because that says to you that they were able to drum up support in that one division where it's highly unlikely that she'll come out victor based on just the odds that are stacked against her. So if they pull that off, you would know that this local government was definitely the one that we really had to sit, watch and experience, because the PNP's put in, as they say, immense resources. They had a whole meeting up in Papine with all their leaders on the stage. That says to you that they're coming for it, and they're ready and they're raring to go. So when you look across the island, it's still close. I would say if it's a case where we just look at the numbers, maybe it's 8-6. They're about 9-5 at best. But, when you look at the numbers, you really want to wonder which way will it go, because Portmore is also something to look at. The Prime Minister spent days in Portmore, literal days. All the MPs were there, the big shots in the party. They went out there. I even saw the Minister of Foreign Affairs going in Portmore, which says to you that there are still places that the JLP is saying, we want to take this. And they want to make Portmore a parish as well. So they're going after that. When you look at it, it's going to be close. It's going to be close. And the numbers suggest that. Yeah. However, because it's local elections, close doesn't necessarily mean that we'll end up with the overall control of municipal corporations being close. Divisions are going to be won possibly by 10 votes, 9 votes. Even one, as it was in 2016 in Raytown. So the popular vote might be close, but it might be a blowout in terms of the division. So I wouldn't be shocked, as you said that, I would not be shocked if we actually see one party come away with majority of the municipalities based on just how the numbers are looking, because the tightness of the numbers, if I win 5 over here and I win 10 over here, it's and let me introduce you here, because the KCMC is one to watch where this is concerned. It is traditionally a PNP municipality. However, based on the political realignment that took place in the country after 1980, especially in the corporate area, where the north of the corporate area goes Labour, the south goes PNP. And you just look, the PNP doesn't have a seat north of, if you take that imaginary line from the stadium across to Torrington Bridge, no PNP MP. But the PNP has all the MPs south of that. But going north, it is green. Because, again, the PNP tends to waste votes in the corporate area. It runs up huge victories in South St. Andrew, Southwest St. Andrew,
East Kingston.
Central.
Not so much central
not so much
anymore. But in between South and Southwest and East Kingston,
they have
the
those
PNP
votes.
majorities are big. If they were able to evenly spread that majority throughout Kingston and St. Andrew, they would have a lock on the municipality. That doesn't exist. So we don't know how it's going to play out tonight. Yeah, and that is why your sources must be telling you the organization must be working flat out now, 24/7. Everything to play for, right?
Yeah, Cliff, we are leaving nothing to chance. We want victory, and I think that the Jamaican people have expressed, and through our interactions with them, that they want a municipality led by the People's National Party. So against that background, and just understanding the tightness in the political environment, we're leaving nothing to chance. That is why we had our hierarchy of the party in all constituencies and in as many divisions as possible, and we started from early because we were anticipating the local government election. Remember, the elections have been postponed for 4 times. First time, justifiable, we're in a pandemic. The other 3 times, nonsense. Weren't justifiable. The kind of analysis presented by the administration that, well, we are pursuing economic recovery and we can't disrupt that to find the budgetary room to fund local government election. Nonsense. Within 2 fiscal years prior to the pandemic, revenues had outstripped expectations by more than $50 billion. Hold on.
Would you say good management of the economy?
What I would say is the structural reforms that were implemented during 2012 to 2016 under PNP administration, policy continuity by the Jamaica Labour Party, created the kind of expansion in the economic base so that revenues could be created. Let me tell you, I'm also an economist. My studies is in economics. What we must laud both political parties for is policy continuity. The People's National Party,
which is a positive development,
for Jamaica. And I applaud Portia Simpson-Miller-led administration under Dr. Peter Phillips. I applaud Andrew Holness-led administration for continuing on the same economic platform laid out by the PNP. This is not a partisan issue. This is about Jamaica's economic viability. Because where we were in 2012, when we took over from the Jamaica Labour Party, remember, under their administration between 2007 and 2011, we had 16 quarters of negative economic growth consecutively. The international financial community lost confidence in the Jamaican economy in 2012. We had to renegotiate an agreement with the IMF because the Bruce Golding-led administration defaulted on the extended fund facility at the time, succumbed to political pressure. But what we did was to change the macro-fiscal architecture of the country. The Jamaica Labour Party continued that. Kudos to them. So I think it is that bipartisan policy continuity that has created the kind of macroeconomic stability we have today. Not a JLP thing and not a PNP thing only. And we have to be fair.
Fair enough. Let me ask you.
Yeah.
The campaign that the party, as in the PNP, has ran, yeah? Centered around Marky G. Yeah? And looking on, yeah, you had momentum, you had energy.
Yes.
But then the energy seemed to sap over the last 2-3 weeks.
I'm not sure.
When Andrew hit the road and the Labour Party came alive.
I'm not sure. I think I'm not sure that our energy sapped or that the People's National Party did not come out in their numbers. Right across the divisions, you saw the ground swelling. Remember when we were at Jungle? It was a massive crowd. And then we left from
Jungle. You had to get a massive crowd in Jungle.
Hold on, Cliff. We left from Jungle.
Come on, Cleveland.
We left from Jungle. Hold on. We left from Jungle.
Come on.
It's a trajectory. I am charting.
If you can't get a massive crowd in Jungle, where will you get it?
I am charting a trajectory. We left Jungle. We went to Westmoreland. Problem. Ground swelling. We went to Hanover. Ground swelling. We went to Manchester. Ground swelling. And hold on. And the same for the Jamaica Labour Party. We have to say, when I look at the crowd, massive crowd at the Jamaica Labour, I say, wow, this is very interesting. But I wasn't scared. I wasn't nervous. We weren't nervous because we were getting the same kind of support and turnout.
Let me hear Sandra come in here. You listed a number of spaces, and based on the numbers I have, you said Westmoreland ground swelling. Westmoreland is held by the PNP. You said Hanover ground swelling.
Is not held by the PNP.
It is held by the PNP.
I'm not talking about municipality. I'm talking about at the constituency level.
Yeah, but it must be municipality we're talking about.
Right. But certainly you have to expect that the kind of you have to expect that the kind of shift that we saw in 2020 continued now.
2020, as an economist, please, you have to admit, and we have to admit, in the same way the Jamaica Labour Party has admitted on this program, on Nationwide, Dr. Chang admitted that 2020 there are variables that led to the West being won by the JLP, right? And we have to admit that. When you look at the municipalities, you listed some spaces, Hanover, Westmoreland, and Manchester, all controlled by the People's National Party as it relates to the municipalities, which means that they have not just the divisions, but they also possess popular vote in these specific parishes. And what Jamaica Labour Party has done really is go into these particular divisions and these particular seats, and they won in an unprecedented time. The voter turnout wasn't as high, and we had COVID people, people who would say based on the polls, the older voters would have stayed home, and those things you'd have to note are very important markers. Now that we have a non-COVID election, a non-COVID period, that excuse can't be used. Now that we have a space where we expect voter turnout to increase, even if by a little, because the parties have been on the ground, what we have to admit is that both parties seem to have a great base of supporters, which I think is not traditionally something you'd see. I'd say this on air, that you'd see the Jamaica Labour Party, because what I believe the Jamaica Labour Party has done over the years has been to convince, especially in 2007, convince independent thinkers to vote for what they believe in. But now there's a different swing to this bro-god personality that has been put on the Prime Minister, and you'd have seen, and you said you can admit that the crowds are huge. These things, like when you see them, you understand that, yes, these people are out to support. But what I'll say to you, Cliff, and what I'll say on air, is that crowds could be big from now till next year. If the people them don't go in the polling station and get them finger on the pig and cross it, decide whichever party or whichever independent for that matter, Cliff, maybe we'll see.
You're not saying anything new.
Hold on, Cleveland, which is a point I think we need to spend a little time on. The organization that is going to convert whatever support is out there into the ballot box.
And that is what before you come in, Cleveland, the idea is when you see the manifestos or the arguments, you have the time come argument, and now Cleveland has his acronym that he's going to come in with, I'm sure, and then you have the Jamaica Labour Party saying they're building you and your community. The question that the independent man has to ask himself, not just about the candidates, but just how do I believe that this message will resonate with me, and do I really trust any of these parties, whether PNP, JLP, NOP, do I trust them to actually manifest the manifestos, to actually ensure that their plans are laid out and done? Because, Cleveland, before you come in, the problems of bathrooms and parochial roads and all those things are not a JLP problem or a PNP problem. They have spanned multiple administrations.
Cleveland.
2 points I want to respond to. First about the base, and then I want to respond to your question about the political organization on the ground. I think we can acknowledge, Cliff, and I've heard quite a few political commentators alluding to it, that in a local government election, it's generally the base that votes. It's generally the people who are aligned to a political party, already convinced of which direction they're going to cast their vote. They are the ones who usually go out. What you should ask yourself now is, what is the PNP's base looking like now? We have reconnected with the base. We have re-energized the base. Remember, in 2020, we lost 130,000 persons who voted for us in 2016. Those persons constituted a part of our base. We have reconnected with them. And this is how our political organization has taken place on the day.
I would caution you, Cleveland, in two respects. One, the political alignments in the country are changing. And let me tell you how. Sandra made the point
Independents?
The independent voter. Yes? And Nora said it to me earlier today. The younger voters who are no longer wedded.
But they're not voting,
hold on. Who are no longer wedded to the tradition that I come and see my mother vote Labour or I vote PNP and I vote Labour. That is beginning to wane.
True.
The question is, to what extent have the two parties, have either of the two leaders been able to convince that voter to go out today and vote for them? That is going to be crucial.
Precisely
that slice of the electorate. So you can't then therefore sit and extrapolate that the 130,000 fewer votes you got in 2020 will automatically come back to you now that you have re-engaged them. Because a significant slice of that 130,000 voters would be looking on and saying, I hear Marx at time come, but I hear Holness saying, we have managed the economy better. And this is how we have managed it better. Stay with us. I think those people are having to make up their minds.
You make a solid point. My concern for us spending extensive time looking at how the young people will vote is that they're not voting. And as a challenge faced by both political parties, and the polls tell you that. When you ask my demographic, I am 23, Cliff, so you know, it's so sad that my demographic doesn't want to engage in the political processes, but they are more inclined to support the Prime Minister. So when you look, you might find that, well, young people are supporting more the Jamaica Labour Party than the People's National Party, as the polls tell you. But I find something a bit more different in spaces that I engage with. I see people, young people like myself, coalescing around the People's National Party. But the thing is, why I would not tell the Jamaica Labour Party to find comfort in them having significant percentage of the youth demographic is that I'm not sure they have done enough to get them to the ballot boxes. Yes. And that is going to be the deciding factor.
That is going to be crucial.
So don't get too much comfort from that.
That is a good point. Good point.
I actually agree wholeheartedly with what Cleveland just said as it relates to the younger vote, because I was even saying it before I came in studio to somebody to say that the Prime Minister is popular. We understand that. We admit that. We take that. We understand. But popularity does not really always transfer to what you get on election day. And that is something that we have to note. So if the Prime Minister wins and if we see that turnout of young people, that would be good. That would be good for democracy. That would be good that we have young people coming out to vote, whether or not one party or the other wins, but just that the young people are now interested. But the younger populace, as Cleveland would have said it, they are interested from an angle where some of them are like, okay, yeah, we like what this Andrew Holness person is doing. That's how they'll say it. And they say, yeah, man, we're for him. But then you ask, are you registered to vote? Then you ask those questions. You ask, are you going out to vote? And then you question. Not even just young people. My barber, yesterday when I was with him, said, listen, what may I vote for? He told me point blank, I have no interest. And he said to me, listen, my mother was staunch JLP. And now she's overseas. So she called him while I was in the barber shop and said to him, where you go vote? And him said, where you call me and ask me about that for? You know, what them people are really do. And he's a man that is mid-age, mid-range. So when you look at that...
Well, let me ask you, both of you seem to agree that the Prime Minister is popular. But what makes him popular?
I think...
Tell me, as a political observer comment, you have to delve into these things.
Of course.
What makes Andrew Holness popular?
The frivolous things in my mind. And I call
frivolous things.
I call them,
hold on.
Yes. I call them frivolous and trivial.
Oh.
That the Prime Minister can regard himself as bro-God, and then that brings some sort of relatability to you as a young person. I find to be nonsense. And that the Prime Minister wears Clarks and put it on and go up on the road and dance to music, Clark song, then you find the Prime Minister to be more popular. I think that as young people, we need to look more substantive at what our leaders are presenting, and none of this kind of nonsense surrounding if you wear Clarks or if you're a bro-god, or, you know.
So are you suggesting that those people are being nonsensical?
I would say, Cliff, it's unfortunate that that is what informs whether they like a leader or not. I think they should extend their critical thinking capacities beyond the clerks, the brogad, and look at substantive issues. Look at the Prime Minister's conduct with his administration. Is his government a government of integrity? Can the Prime Minister's statutory declarations be certified? No. Look at those things. Not like the Prime Minister wear green clerks. I don't buy into that. Lift the critical thinking.
Sandre on this, why is the Prime Minister popular?
Well, so the Prime Minister not only has the ability to tap into the fads, which are, as Cleveland said, clerks, I guess pop culture, pop music, have also led to popular music as it relates to dancehall, have also referred to him so many times in many songs, and that also builds up popularity because some people might not want to admit it, but music plays a major role and people keep hearing, about this Prime Minister. Not only that, in 2016 to 2020, and I can admit that was a good stretch for the Prime Minister. He was cutting ribbons, he was opening roads, things were being built. We'd have seen development in 2016 to 2020. That was the first term of government, and people would have liked that. Also, when you look at the Prime Minister, he comes off as relatable, and he, when he does there are certain moments, there are certain cute little moments that happen, and people are swayed because of that. And it's politics, so you have to know that these things matter. The Prime Minister is also a tall, fair-skinned man, and that also matters because our country likes those things.
So too Mark Golding.
So too Mark Golding, but the Prime Minister presents himself as fit, so he goes out and runs and videos.
Well, Mark Belly big like my own.
Right, so when you do that like for like, it's just a matter, and I would say, Cleveland would say it's frivolous, but at the same time, it's still politics based on likability.
So hold on. I think we're up on the break.
Sad.
Yes? Are we up on the break or we can go on? Yeah? I not hear anything from my control room. Okay, they tell me, please take the break. After the break, I'm going to ask you, so why is Mark Golding unpopular? After the break.
Of course. Good. I can answer that.
After the break.
The very same...
Local Vote 2024 on CEEN TV is brought to you by Digicel, Link, Western Union, JN Money Services Courts, and the following pioneer manufacturing distribution brands: Chlorodu Bleach, Oxybride, Pro Pet Dog Food, and Ready Soap.
These days, every dollar counts, and you get enough more for stretch when you collect your money from abroad in a blink with Link. Tell friends and family to send money through MoneyGram and collect it anywhere, anytime on the Link app. Get better rates to stretch your dollar and get the extra things you need. You can collect your cash same time from any NCB ABM or use it in the app to pay your bills, buy credit, transfer money, or shop. Download the Link app today. Life is better with Link. Conditions apply.
Go postpaid to win in the Digicel Staycation giveaway. You could be one of 10 lucky Digicel postpaid customers to win a luxury 4-day stay for 2 at a couple's resort. To enter, visit DigicelJamaica.com for more info. Digicel, better connected. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
To live better mind and body with Quartz. Prep, grab, and go with up to 25% off small appliances. Stay fit with up to 20% off gym equipment. And rest well and save up to $30,000 on select mattresses. Shop today with no cash and pay overtime on 6 to 48 months credit. Love you more. So rest, recharge, and live better with Quartz. Bringing value home. Offers end March 31, 2024. Conditions apply.
Champs we go hot like fever, cause we are get more than Western Union.
24 winners will win 2 season passes for Champs 2024. Collect 2 or more Western Union money transfers in store or using the GK1 app from February 9 to March 11 for a chance to win. Authorized under Section 58 of the Betting Gaming and Lotteries Act.
Go postpaid to win in the Digicel Staycation giveaway. You could be one of 10 lucky Digicel postpaid customers to win a luxury 4-day stay for 2 at a couple's resort. To enter, visit digiceljamaica.com for more info. Digicel, better connected. Authorized under Section 58 of the Betting Gaming and Lotteries Act.
JN MoneyCard send from abroad. JN MoneyCard. Send the money. Mo want withdraw in a hurry. JN MoneyCard free. With your TRN and your ID. And when me no walk with cash, me just swipe like that. From abroad to CAD, get the JN Money Card. It's safe, convenient, and free. JN Money Card sent from abroad. JN Money Card.
Local Vote 2024 on CEEN TV is brought to you by Digicel, Link, Western Union, JN Money Services Courts, and the following Pioneer Manufacturing Distribution brands: Chlorado Bleach, Oxybride, Pro Pet Dog Food, and Ready Soap.
Welcome back to NNN CEEN TV's coverage of Local Vote 24. And if you're online with us, on television with us, we see pictures of the Prime Minister and his wife, Juliet, making their way into the polling stations at Mona High School earlier this morning to cast their votes, I suspect, for the Jamaica Labour Party. Yes, there you have it. The two of them casting their votes, getting ready to cast their votes. We continue with our analysts in studio, economist Sandre Roden, and another economist, but he's here representing the People's National Party, Cleveland Tomlinson. So where we left it, gentlemen, the popularity of Mr. Holness. Now to Mr. Golding. Cleveland, why is Mark Golding unpopular?
I think if we establish, as we did earlier in my commentary, that people gravitate towards what they can relate to, and I think what the Prime Minister would have utilized well to his advantage is this kind of persona as a brogade and this kind of wearing of clerks, this kind of character or characteristics that young people find to be very attractive. If you just oppose that to Mark Golding is not wearing clerks or branding it in the way Prime Minister does. Mark Golding has no kind of street name, brogade, or anything of that sort.
Marky G.
If you use...
He's Marky G.
Not in that kind.
Come on.
Brogade has a far deeper kind of...
We're call him Marky G.
A far deeper
Marky
kind
G
of...
is supposed to be a term of endearment.
You know?
Marky G, no so.
Yeah. Irrespective of that though, if I establish that is a metric by which people are gravitating towards the Prime Minister.
And I think that's where you're wrong.
Which you're not seeing.
I think that's where you're wrong, Cleveland.
I don't think I'm that wrong.
You surely can't.
I don't think I'm that wrong.
You can't really credibly back up. It's all due to wearing a clerks or being called brogade.
Yeah, it
has to be more than that.
It's not just more than that. Because even the name and the clerks and that type of thing, also, as I said before, it really does have a lot to do with the music. Because music dubbed him that, and then they just followed through with it. Because if you have your popular culture as a leader, pointing to you or having some, you know, influence on you, and then you tap into it by doing the clerk swearing. And then not only that, you know, the clerk swearing became a bipartisan thing. So obviously there is some influence that the Prime Minister has on the politics to be able to know having his MPs wearing.
Hold on, Clark's preceded Andrew Holness.
Exactly, it was a vibes cartel.
Clark's preceded Andrew Holness.
Let's just suppose.
For my Clark's.
I'll also say.
Andrew Holness, me get that from.
Let's dissect it a bit more.
It's not colored, you know, it's blue.
Blue.
It's blue.
Yeah.
Let's dissect it a bit more.
Come on.
Andrew Holness has been in representational politics before I was born. In the 1990s.
Yes.
He was an education minister. Then he became the youngest prime minister. He grew in front of the Jamaican people. And the people came to a point where they... Hold on. That's a part of it. That's a part of it.
Now you're talking.
You know, that's a part of it. Does it contribute for the overall... No, but does it account for the overall support? But it contributes.
Right.
Yeah.
So the Prime Minister would have grown in front of the Jamaican people, and you would have seen him mature into this kind of...
You remember when he was challenged?
I remember how he was weakened at the time.
Yes.
I remember, in fact, he said, I welcome a challenge because I know I will win. Yeah. So I remember.
And you remember when he came on to the scene first?
Yes.
His style of engaging was very headmasterly and...
A political neophyte at the time. But hold on, let us juxtapose that political context to Mark Golding. Mark Golding entered representational politics in 2017, really. And Mark has really been in the leadership of the party since 2020. And prior to that, Mark wasn't the kind of candidate who was on the front. He wasn't a Lisa Hanna, he wasn't a Damian Crawford. Mark didn't exude that kind of personality at the time. So certainly, we don't have that kind of trajectory similar to Andrew Holness. So I think it's clearly understandable as to why.
Wouldn't you say, though, Mark has a problem with how he's perceived by the Jamaican people as being not authentic? How he speaks? There's a thing, you know, you communicate, you must come across as being authentic. Before he became party leader, Mark Golding was not this kind of Marky G we're hearing now. He spoke like any other man, went to Campion from a upper middle class household, spoke English, Now we're getting an attempt to speak like them, and the Jamaican people read that, and they don't like it.
I don't know if that demonstrates that he is unauthentic. I think what it demonstrates is that Mark really is a kind of versatile political figure. Hold on.
Versatile political figure.
And I think...
in he flip-flops?
No, certainly not. That's absolutely not what I'm saying.
What?
What I'm saying is that Mark has the capacity, which he's demonstrating, that he can resonate with the Jamaican people. And...
But he's not.
That will take some time. I think...
But he's not.
It will take some time.
On the road
it will take some time.
2.5, 3 years.
When Andrew Holness came in 2011, he wasn't at the height of his popularity now. It took almost a term in office, up to 2016, probably 2017, for him to grow his popularity. I think we need to give Mark perhaps that time. We have to be fair to him. I think you're seeing as well that people are coalescing around Mark.
So Mark needs another 3-4 years.
I think what we need to do is to allow Mark the space to continue to engage with the Jamaican people as he has been doing.
And time.
And I think certainly.
Space and time.
Well, he's getting there. He's heading there, certainly.
I'm just waiting to come in.
Of course. No, he's heading there. But just oppose Mark 2020.
You're not going to give him time
to Mark 2024.
He has the space. But aren't you saying that you have to give him the space and time?
Yeah, we're getting him out in the communities.
He's been out in the communities.
That's a process that continues, Cliff.
Yeah, and he needs more time. But why you won't say add more time?
It's a process that will continue, and then we will see what the results will be. I am confident. We are confident that our
lead will win tonight.
We are confident that
we are
confident that victory is on the horizon for us.
Will he win tonight?
We are confident as to where we are tonight, where we will be tonight. We are very happy with the kind of campaign that we have run.
My simple question is, will he win tonight? Tonight, his date with destiny, he says. Will he win tonight?
Well, I think we really have to look what the results will show tonight. But what I can say is that we're not concerned where we are right now.
No, that's not what I'm asking you, though.
At this present moment, Cliff, we are not concerned about our chances. We feel very confident heading into the polls.
You're on national television.
Of course, yes.
It's being beamed all over the world.
Yes.
Will your party leader win tonight?
We are very confident with where we are.
Why can't you say yes or no?
And we are heading with the degree of confidence. We're doing the mobilization on the ground, and that is what is important. What is important is not my kind of prediction here. It's a kind of work that is being done. And as I'm speaking, the political machinery is being mobilized on the ground. That is what you should be concerned about.
My question is simple.
From what we have done, we are very confident that victory is on the horizon.
In other words, he will win tonight.
We're very confident about the position that we're in.
It's very significant that I've given you 4 chances, 4 opportunities to answer a simple question. Will your party leader win tonight? And you have not answered the question. Thank you very much, Mr. Tomlinson. Sandra, your time. Go ahead.
Well,
go ahead.
Well, when you look at it, Cliff, we have to analyze it from the persona, the personality, and who Mark Golding is. My view on it has always been that I believe the PMP has improperly marketed Mark Golding.
Hold on for me. I think we have to take a break and come right back.
No problem.
Let's go to the break and come back.
Local Vote 2024 on CEEN TV is brought to you by Digicel Link, Western Union, JN Money Services Courts, and the following Pioneer Manufacturing Distribution brands: Chlorodu Bleach, Oxybride, Pro Pet Dog Food, and Ready Soap.
These days, every dollar counts, and you get enough more for stretch when you collect your money from abroad in a blink with Link. Tell friends and family to send money through MoneyGram and collect it anywhere, anytime on the Link app. Get better rates to stretch your dollar and get the extra things you need. You can collect your cash same time from any NCB ABM or use it in the app to pay your bills, buy credit, transfer money, or shop. Download the Link app today. Life is better with Link. Conditions apply.
Hot like fever, cause we are getting more than Western Union.
24 winners will win 2 season passes for Champs 2024. Collect 2 or more Western Union money transfers in store or using the GK1 app from February 9 to March 11 for a chance to win. Authorized on the section 58 of the betting gaming and lotteries act.
Go postpaid to win in the Digicel Staycation giveaway. You could be one of 10 lucky Digicel postpaid customers to win a luxury 4-day stay for 2 at a couple's resort. To enter, visit digiceljamaica.com for more info. Digicel, better connected. Authorized under section 58 of the Betting Gaming and Lotteries Act.
Local Vote 2024 on CEEN TV is brought to you by Digicel Link, Western Union, JN Money Services Courts, and the following Pioneer Manufacturing Distribution brands: Chlorodu Bleach, Oxybride, Pro Pet Dog Food, and Ready Soap.
Welcome back to Local Vote 24. And we're going to go straight to Ricardo Brooks now, who is shadowing Prime Minister Andrew Holness. Ricardo will be joining us via Zoom. Good morning again, Ricardo. Good morning. Yes, Ricardo? Good morning, Ricardo. Yes, Ricardo, we're seeing you. Yes, Ricardo, you're live. Go ahead. Where are you, Ricardo? No, Ricardo is not hearing us. We're seeing him, but he's not hearing us. Yeah, Ricardo? No? Yeah. All right, so we're going to try and sort that out, and then we will rejoin Ricardo. But until then, we continue with Sandre. Sandre, you were saying before the break.
Yeah, I was saying there are a number of things we have to look at. We have to look at who Mark Golding is versus who the Prime Minister is. If we're going to do a like-for-like comparison as it relates to likability. The likability of politicians overall normally has to do with history. Mark Golding does not have the ability to control his history, and that's something that you referred to. Relatability for the Prime Minister, Andrew Holness, goes all the way back to him saying, I am from Spanish Town, I grew up poor, I had the ability to now gain through education, and through education I went into a social enterprise, and then I went into politics. 1997 he won a seat that was not a JLP seat at the time, but it was a seat that he had to flip when he ran, and the JLP was not popular at the time as well. That's a story that people can also relate with. As a young man that I'm not from an affluent background, I can more relate with the Andrew Holness story. Now we're looking at Trust Fund Mark Golding, who his dad is Sir John Golding. He then gets a Senate seat. He's appointed to the Senate. He then gets a ministry, Minister of Justice. Then after that, he has to get another seat. What did he get? He got a safe seat. So he already, once you're in a safe seat, you're also poised for leadership. And that's also truth in politics. So he's now already poised for leadership. And when you look at that, there are differences in how you look at that like-for-like comparison. So you, as a young man, I can't actively see myself in a Mark Golding. That's also truth. But not only that, Mark Golding does not really pander to popular culture the way that Andrew Holness has. And we've said it, you said it, Cliff, as it relates to how Andrew Holness has transformed, and Cleveland alluded to it as well. But he has transformed because politics does need that type of transformation. How do you relate to the people? So Andrew Holness over time has become more relatable. He has engaged more. He has realized that it's how he talks, how he listens, and that's a part of it. You can't give a lot of excuses for Mark Golding over the years because he can say, yes, he needs more time, or even if he does get more time, what will change? Because his numbers have not significantly changed based on the polls. And Cleveland has been saying it for weeks now that he's been rubbing flesh with the people. All that flesh rubbing should have transmuted to greater percentage points. And despite him not being at the forefront of the party or the political process in the way that he's a electrifying speaker, the fact is, and I will continue to say, the PNP has marketed Mark Golding wrong. They have marketed him as, oh, I'm so relatable, let me connect with the people, let me be kind of similar to what the Prime Minister is. That's not Mark. Mark is somebody that we knew as a justice minister. As a matter of fact, he was a liked justice minister because people believed in him. And another thing you have to look at as well, Mark has wealth. Mark has acquired wealth. The whole FinSac thing, the fact that he's now, proven, all of that, he's from a different class to what the normal Jamaican people would want to see as it relates to a politician. So he has to be marketed as the man that's a lawyer, the man that is in corporate finance, the man that knows as well how to handle money, because now what the Prime Minister is saying is that the Prime Minister, alongside Nigel Clark and the JLP, has that ability to manage the economy. Now they're doing well at it. Mark is a financier, he's a lawyer, and if he's marketed as such, I know more people would buy into the story of what he has done as it relates to justice ministers, laws, etc. But the point is that when you look for it like for like, Andrew Holness will always be a man that you look on and more see yourself in as a normal citizen, a citizen that did not have it all, a citizen that you're coming from, whether it is West Kingston or whether it is St. Catherine, wherever, Spanish Town, wherever you're coming from, you can see yourself in him. And as Cleveland said, he grew up in the eyes of Jamaica.
All right, thank you. It's 10 minutes, about approaching 9 minutes after 11. Let's look at some scenarios tonight. Yes? the PNP wins heavily, decisively. Yeah? What happens next in the party and with Mark Golding?
Well, I'll start off on that one. I think that would solidify his leadership in the party. Yeah, comrades will say that the party is united, etc. But we said it a couple of weeks ago, Cliff, or if not last week, to say that there is an issue as it relates to, seeing those other leaders in the party who are more electrifying speakers or more liked nationally come to the forefront. I think that could solidify that, and that would see them now coalescing around their parliamentary candidates to ensure that they can at least bring either reduction in the amount of seats the Jamaica Labour Party have, or even fight to victory. That's something that you'd see if that decisive victory, not because then if they win decisively, that means they're taking KSMC.
Yes.
Then you could also see their influence across the municipalities. So that's what would happen.
And his decision, Mark Golding's decision to cast this election as a national referendum would be a stroke of political genius. Cleveland.
Right. Certainly looking forward to victory that's on the horizon for us tonight.
And you couldn't tell me if he will win.
Looking for victory on the horizon tonight. And when we get that, it will really solidify that Mark Golding is a leader for the party. And Mark Golding will take us into the general election. And we think as well, certainly, that it will really just bring more people to coalesce around the party leader. We're already seeing the coalescing, we're already seeing the support, and we think that it will only amplify.
I hear we have Ricardo Brooks again, coming into us via Zoom. Sorry about that, Cleveland.
No, you're
Let
fine.
me try and get to Ricardo. Yes? No, he's not on. Okay, sorry about that. So you're saying?
Right, I'm saying it will, a victory tonight will amplify the support for Mark Golding, certainly, and it will bring about a greater degree of let's get this done. We have started local, we have achieved it local, and then we will now take it to the general.
What if he were to lose heavily tonight?
I don't see that happening.
And it's
I know.
What if?
Yeah, I know.
That's why I'm giving you the scenario.
Right. And I will respond. Certainly, I just want to put that out. That I don't see Mark Golding losing heavily tonight. What I can say is that I don't see him losing heavily affecting him as leader in the party. We passed at our annual conference that no party leader can be challenged within, I believe, not to quote me on this, but I believe at least 2 years prior. Yeah, 2 years prior to the general election. So we're not expecting a leadership challenge, and certainly we will continue to support our leader. We're confident in where we are at now, and we'll continue to do the work to get the leader out.
If he were to lose heavily tonight, yes, his position is going to become virtually untenable.
I think that what we will do, certainly, is ensure that we continue on the same trajectory with a greater degree of amplification to get the party leader out and to get people to really resonate and connect with the party leader. I really don't see that happening, so it's really kind of difficult for me to fathom that kind of reality. And
I'll give you the other option, Sandra. Yeah? We spoke about if he were to win. What if he were to lose tonight?
Well, that would indeed be a referendum on his leadership. He has rubbed flesh with the people time and again, and he has now presented himself to the people. If his losses are great, that also says Mark Golding might have to consider what his chances are. And if he is the honorable man that he is, I'm guessing he would start thinking about resignation, because if it's any indication that you've campaigned for 3 whole years and you aren't able with an energized base, as Cleveland would tell us, and as I've heard the General Secretary of the PNP say it as well, if he cannot bring that out, that they have that victory and he loses heavily to Jamaica Labour Party. One, also people who are independent are going to be questioning our democracy, because, you know, people are still uncomfortable about the fact that it's 49-14, and they're going to be saying, boy, and you really make the Labour them win and get so much seats. Then they're going to say, we need somebody, and it may not be Mark. And the polls are showing that Lisa Hanna and Damian Crawford are doing really well. The calls might be coming again internally, and I know from the media on whether or not it's tenable for Mark Golding to go into the general elections, because that would say then that the Prime Minister would know with his team that he would know how to campaign and know how it is they can see victory. As a matter of fact, wouldn't be shocked if we see a general election being called soon after, because now they would know that the PNP is not as strong as it seems to be based on what they're saying.
Thank you very much. Let's go to the break and come back with more from CEEN TV right here with NNN.
Local Vote 2024 on CEEN TV is brought to you by Digicel, Link, Western Union, JN Money Services, Courts, and the following Pioneer Manufacturing Distribution brands: Chlorodu Bleach, Oxybride, Pro Pet Dog Food, and Ready Soap.
JN MoneyCard send from abroad. JN MoneyCard. Send the money. Mo want withdraw in a hurry. JN MoneyCard free. With your TRN and your ID. And when me not walk with cash, me just swipe like that. From abroad to CAD, get the JN Money Card. It's safe, convenient, and free. JN Money Card sent from abroad. JN Money Card.
Go postpaid to win in the Digicel Staycation giveaway. You could be one of 10 lucky Digicel postpaid customers to win a luxury 4-day stay for 2 at a couple's resort. To enter, visit DigicelJamaica.com for more info. Digicel, better connected. Authorized under Section 58(3) of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
These days, every dollar counts, and you get enough more for stretch when you collect your money from abroad in a blink with Link. Tell friends and family to send money through MoneyGram and collect it anywhere, anytime on the Link app. Get better rates to stretch your dollar and get the extra things you need. You can collect your cash same time from any NCB ABM or use it in the app to pay your bills, buy credit, transfer money, or shop. Download the Link app today. Life is better with Link. Conditions apply.
Introducing Pro Pet Dog Food, the obvious choice for happier dogs. Pro Pet comes in 5 sizes with the perfect mix of raw protein, calcium, and fiber for tissue repair and muscle growth. Pro Pet's delicious beefy flavor will have your dogs barking for more. Choose Pro Pet for a soy-free diet, excellent taste, a higher source of energy, and happier, healthier dogs.
Chicago hot like fever, cause we are getting more on Western Union.
24 winners will win 2 season passes for Champs 2024. Collect 2 or more Western Union money transfers in store or using the GK1 app from February 9 to March 11 for a chance to win. Authorized under Section 58 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
Love you more and live better mind and body with Quartz. Prep, grab, and go with up to 25% off small appliances. Stay fit with up to 20% off gym equipment. And rest well and save up to $30,000 on select mattresses. Shop today with no cash and pay overtime on 6 to 48 months credit. Love you more. So rest, recharge, and live better with Quartz. Bringing value home. Offers end March 31, 2024. Conditions apply. JN MoneyCard send from abroad. JN MoneyCard. Send the money. Mo want withdraw in a hurry. JN MoneyCard free. With your TRN and your ID. And when me not walk with cash, me just swipe like that. From abroad to CAD, get the JN Money Card. It's safe, convenient, and free. JN Money Card sent from abroad. JN Money Card.
Local Vote 2024 on CEEN TV is brought to you by Digicel, Link, Western Union, JN Money Services, Courts, and the following Pioneer Manufacturing Distribution brands: Chlorodu Bleach, Oxybride, Pro Pet Dog Food, and Ready Soap.
Good morning, and thank you so much for staying with us here on CEEN NNN. Yes, CEEN TV, we're collaborating to give you Local Vote 24 all day today, including at 5:30 this afternoon, when I'll be joined by George Davis. The Blue Dot team will be here as well to give you the results as they come in. We'll have our smart board where we will be displaying the results, And we will also be able to give you the historical trend assessment and analysis of all 228 electoral divisions. Remember, tonight, it's not a general election, right? It is 228 electoral divisions up for grabs. Wayne Walker, yes, our nationwide sports editor. Where are you, Wayne?
Good morning to you, Cliff. You found me in Kingston Central in Philip Caldwell constituency, but to be exact, I'm right here at the Ellison Road Police Station, and it's housing, 6 polling divisions. It's a cluster here, and it's for the Raytown and Almontown divisions. Rosalie Hamilton and Sean McGregor are battling for the seat. Who can forget what happened 8 years ago when just a single vote did it? And both are confident that they're going to be the winner at the end of tonight. I must tell you, though, Cliff, that I've seen more activities here at the Ellison Road Police Station than I've seen at the other polling divisions that I've visited since morning. I've been to quite a few of them. And when I say a lot more activities, it's in comparison to the ones that I've visited, even though people here are still saying that the turnout so far has been disappointingly low. I ran into one of the returning officers, and he was telling me that he's sort of, you're looking at 17% voter turnout so far at this moment. And I was down at St. Michael's Primary School adjacent to the Tower Street Correctional Center. And there's a large turnout of JLP supporters. If the color shirts or anything to go by, they were all clad in green. And there, too, there's a lot of activities going on there as well. I'm not sure if it's a time of day. People are now up and about and able to go about their business, including voting. But the activities are quite, noticeably stepped up. And I also was at the Windward Road Primary School at the Springfield Division. That's in East Kingston and Port Royal. It's a counting center, and they're housing 11 polling divisions. And when I got there, which was about 35 minutes ago, they were telling me that they were seeing close to 11% voting, which is sort of disappointing when you consider how many polling divisions at that one venue. So what we're seeing generally is mirroring what the reporters around the country have been telling you since the start of today, that the voter turnout has been low. But we're expecting it to pick up, and we're seeing that, especially here in the East Kingston, side of the corporate area. We're seeing a pickup of an uptick in voter turnout, and the fans here are saying that they're expecting it to get much better. But Sean and Rosie are set for a battle royal here in the Raytown division, and you can feel it when you get here. There's a sort of buzz, there's a sort of high level of expectancy, and both parties are oozing confidence at the minute.
Well, Wayne, thank you very much. But the numbers there at what? 4.5 hours after the polls open, just about 15-16%. I suspect you will see some increase in terms of turnout later in the afternoon, going towards 5 this afternoon. But so far, it continues to be a trickle of voters to the polls across Jamaica. Thank you very much, Wayne Walker, reporting to us from Central Kingston, where the battleground division of Raytown is located. Will it be Rosalie Hamilton again for the JLP in Raytown, or will it be the People's National Party's Sean McGregor, a local boy as well as a local girl from the area? Yes, one to watch tonight. We're back with our panel, and are we going to take a couple of callers now? Studio, yes, a couple of our callers, yes, can join us now. Yeah, I don't want to forget my callers, Let me give you some of my callers' feedback on WhatsApp. Yes? Well, here's one, and this is for you, Cleveland.
Yes.
One of our viewers, listeners, she says, really enjoying Cleveland. He makes fair observations, but he missed something. The PM left behind his clerks. He transitioned from young, hip guy to, and now I could be your father. This is what a listener, a viewer says he has emotional intelligence to know it's no longer Clark's time. She continues, also, he makes, that's you, a great point about the big imponderable. How many of the 130,000 delinquent comrades will return to the nest? And here's what she says, to determine this, maybe it's helpful to remember the bulk of the 130,000 sat out 2 general elections. Some dead, some infirmed, some migrate, some are hard-boiled cynics. Interesting observation, sir.
Interesting observation, for sure. I think what she said about the Prime Minister really becoming a father underscored what I said, that the Prime Minister grew in front of the Jamaican people before their eyes. So that also contributes to the sense of popularity surrounding the Prime Minister. You know, people seeing where he was, not very popular, new to the leadership of the Jamaican Labour Party, and now where he is. So I certainly think that contributes as well.
Let me read this one for you too, and our viewers. Yes, the Prime Minister is listening. The Prime Minister is watching. He says, I have been wearing Clarks since I was in high school. I am not wearing Clarks for show. 90% of my shoes are Clarks. I was always the most popular JLP personality, starting with best performing minister for every year of the JLP 2007 to 2011 government. I was more popular than all other JLP persons, and only Portia was more popular. I closed the gap by 2015 between Portia and myself. That's a Prime Minister.
Yes.
He's listening.
The Prime Minister, the Prime Minister is listening. That the Prime Minister used to wear Clarks before his popularity rose, I'm not sure is something that really, for me, is fundamental. The point still remains that the Prime Minister has used that as a part of his element to elevate his popularity. He was wearing it before, not very significant, but hey, I'm wearing it, and people gravitate towards that. The Prime Minister can't tell me that when he goes on the streets and he has videographers around him and he brush off the clocks and he sends that out, that doesn't contribute. Listen to me. That theater, hold on, Sanjay.
Michael Manning did the Joshua with the rod of correction?
That theater contributes to people. You know, we can relate to the Prime Minister, etc. So I am saying, you ask me to dissect and analyze what contributes to the Prime Minister's popularity and juxtapose that to Mark Golding. So that was a part of my analysis. But you are agreeing with me.
There is a synergy though, Cleveland. Remember that, you know, even though he has, and I would say this, the Prime Minister, as it relates to wearing Clarks, has done some form of political leadership, because now I've seen green and orange Clarks, which means that some way, somehow, we started a trend which says something about the Prime Minister. But it also says that there's a synergy between this idea that Vibes Cartel would have brought the whole retinue of Clark songs, and not only that, the artists who would have followed along the Gaza line would have followed through with that. So now that the Prime Minister would have stepped out in his Clarks, especially now that he has his political theatre when he's going to call an election, he comes out in his Clarks, etc.
We have a caller.
It's just a part of it.
We have a caller. And Cleveland, you know who is a caller? Cleveland, good morning.
Sir.
Good morning.
How are you, sir?
Could you hear Cleveland on the floor? Yes, so that
Cleveland. More, man.
Yeah?
Yes. Anyhow.
Yes.
That gentleman named Cleveland, I have the wrong name.
He says you have the wrong name, Cleveland.
I'm not sure.
Master Control, can you put the caller on the floor so Cleveland can hear him?
Yes, I'm out on the road, you know, by my spot, because I'm in charge. I'm the cluster manager for my area here.
Oh, up in Red Hills?
Yes, up in Marbling Mountain, part of Red Hills, Marbling Mountain. Yes, sir, and we're doing quite well.
When you say quite well, what does that mean?
I mean quite well. 3 to nothing, 3 to 1, 3 to 1 probably.
What do you mean? Well, explain that.
Based on the people them that coming out to vote.
Oh, you mean for every 3 labor rights coming out, you're getting 1 PNP?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Yes.
It's for...
Until Cleveland, they will never have a leader as popular as Mr. Holness. No, go and try.
So
not even 10 of time.
So Cleveland.
Yes.
How many people have voted here already? What's the turnout looking like?
The turnout is good enough. I think we have maybe 50-60% already.
Turnout?
At a vote.
Really?
Yeah.
That's very high.
Yes, man. Our people coming out.
Oh.
Our people coming out.
So Marvelly Mountain is traditional PNP or JLP? Marvelly Mountain, is that traditional PNP or JLP?
A lot of people coming out.
Yeah.
A lot of voters coming out.
But what I'm asking you, over the years, does Marvelly Mountain go green or orange most of the time?
That Marvelly Mountain Road what?
Go green or orange?
It was maybe at one point the PNP had it over us. But after a while it gets so competitive now. And for the last 2 elections, the PNP had not run. We have about 4 centers here, and the PNP always won before them.
Oh, okay. All right,
But they
Cleveland.
put it down to 3 now.
Yes.
And I think it will be the same.
Oh, okay. All right, sir.
Cleveland should drop my name in there.
Okay.
All right. All right, so we're going to wrap with Cleveland and Sandre. Just final comments, Cleveland and then Sandre.
Well, I'm really looking forward to the outcome tonight. Like I exposed earlier, we're very confident. I think that when we went into the communities and the divisions, we really understood that the Jamaican people are dissatisfied with how the Andrew Holness led. And I hope the Prime Minister is listening. The Jamaican people are dissatisfied, Prime Minister, with how you have conducted, your administration has conducted local government. I think broadly speaking, we think that your administration has not dealt with the issues with a degree of agility and creativity. You boast about the kind of macroeconomic stability that we have today, but I don't think you recognize that the macroeconomic stability is not translating into real and meaningful, tangible improvements in the lives of Jamaicans. You have to balance the books, Prime Minister, and you have to balance people's lives. And you can take that from us.
Thank you, Cleveland. Sandre?
Well, I would really hope that we see increased voter turnout. I would really want to see a Jamaica wherein our democracy continues to strive. So no matter what you want to vote for, but as long as you go out and exercise that right to vote. And seeing that the Prime Minister is listening or watching as well, I know that the Prime Minister would appreciate higher voter turnout because that also affirms his leadership if it were the case that the Jamaica Labour Party were to come away as victors in these local government elections. And finally, focus on getting involved as citizens in the wider society. So not only looking at your political leaders, but seeing how you can be a part of these committees, being a part of these citizens associations, because at the local level, that's where it matters, and that's where you also as a citizen can make a difference.
Thank you very much, Sandre Roden, Cleveland Tomlinson. I hope you'll have a good night, Mr. Tomlinson.
For People's National Party.
No, not on air. Let's go to the break. After the break, a former mayor of the municipality of Portmore, Keith Hines, will join us.
Local Vote 2024 on CEEN TV is brought to you by Digicel, Link, Western Union, JN Money Services Courts, and the following Pioneer Manufacturing Distribution brands: Chlorodu Bleach, Oxybride, Pro Pet Dog Food, and Ready Soap.
JN Money Card send from abroad. JN Money Card. Send the money. Mo want withdraw in a hurry. JN Money Card free. With your TRN and your ID. And when me no walk with cash, me just swipe like that. From abroad to CAD, get the JN Money Card. It's safe, convenient, and free. JN Money Card sent from abroad. JN Money Card. Love and live better mind and body with Quartz. Prep, grab and go with up to 25% off small appliances. Stay fit with up to 20% off gym equipment. And rest well and save up to $30,000 on select mattresses. Shop today with no cash and pay overtime on 6 to 48 months credit. Love you more. So rest, recharge, and live better with Quartz. Bringing value home. Offers end March 31, 2024. Conditions supply.
Hot like fever, cause we are getting more than Western Union.
24 winners will win 2 season passes for Champs 2024. Collect 2 or more Western Union money transfers in store or using the GK1 app from February 9 to March 11 for a chance to win. Authorized on the Section 58 of the Betting Gaming and Lotteries Act.
Go postpaid to win in the Digicel Staycation giveaway. You could be one of 10 lucky Digicel postpaid customers to win a luxury 4-day stay for 2 at a couple's resort. To enter, visit digiceljamaica.com for more info. Digicel, better connected. Authorized under Section 58 of the Betting Gaming and Lotteries Act.
JN Money Card send from abroad. JN Money Card. Send the money. More withdraw in a hurry. JN Money Card free. With your TRN and your ID. And when me no walk with cash, me just swipe like that. From abroad to CAD, get the JN Money Card. It's safe, convenient, and free. JN Money Card sent from abroad. JN Money Card. Love you more and live better mind and body with Quartz. Prep, grab and go with up to 25% off small appliances. Stay fit with up to 20% off gym equipment. And rest well and save up to $30,000 on select mattresses. Shop today with no cash and pay overtime on 6 to 48 months credit. Love you more. So rest, recharge, and live better with Quartz. Bringing value home. Offers end March 31, 2024. Conditions supply.
These days, every dollar counts, and you get enough more for stretch when you collect your money from abroad in a blink with Link. Tell friends and family to send money through MoneyGram and collect it anywhere, anytime on the Link app. Get better rates to stretch your dollar and get the extra things you need. You can collect your cash same time from any NCB ABM or use it in the app to pay your bills, buy credit, transfer money, or shop. Download the Link app today. Life is better with Link. Conditions apply.
Local Vote 2024 on CEEN TV is brought to you by Digicel, Link, Western Union, JN Money Services Courts, and the following Pioneer Manufacturing Distribution brands: Chlorodu Bleach, Oxybride, Pro Pet Dog Food, and Ready Soap.
Thank you so much for staying with us here on NNN CEEN TV. That's CEEN TV, NNN collaborating for Local Vote 24. And we're coming to you from the studios of CEEN TV right here on the Kingston waterfront in the Digicel building. The harbor, Kingston Harbor, just to my right, beautiful view. You know, I often wonder why we do not have the most expensive and developed shoreline along here. It's a wonderful view. I envy the people here who work at CEEN. Every day they have the beautiful view of the Kingston Harbor. Yes? It can have a therapeutic effect on you. Yeah? That's where we're coming from. And we'll be here this evening. We're beginning at 5:30 this afternoon. Yeah? For all night coverage until a winner is declared in Local Vote 24. Well, one of the races we're watching carefully tonight is a race for Mayor of the Municipality of Portmore, the Sunshine City. Yes? And we have joining us a man who was once the mayor of Portmore, the JLP's Keith Hines. Good morning, Mr. Mayor.
Good morning, sir. How are you doing?
When were you mayor?
2007 to 2012.
You were mayor 2000. And did you have a JLP-controlled majority municipality?
Never, sir. I'm the only, I would say, the only idiot that ran a JLP mayor, that ran a PMP council, and was successful.
You were the only idiot, you said?
Yes. You would have to be a madman to be running something like that, but I was pretty much successful at it.
So you were the mayor?
Yes.
The head of the council?
Yes.
But you had a a council that was dominated by the PNP. How many PNP and
at the time it was 7-4.
7 PNP councillors to 4 JLP councillors?
Yeah, to 4, yes.
In Portmore?
Yes.
And how did that impact your leadership of the
Well,
council?
it impacted it in several ways. That always, if you find out, it'd be on the negative side, because when you want to get something done, you would have to have the voting majority to assist you. I can tell you one joke that would involve this organization that we're sitting in.
Oh.
When I called both organizations saying to them that I had the biggest block of their customers, and they weren't talking to me the way I think they should talk to me. And so they both went into discussions with me. And of course, one came up with one plan, other came up with another plan, and one plan was better than the other. And so it would have been my decision to look at the better plan. However, I did not have the voting rights to do so. So I then told the current mayor, that is now mayoral candidate, Leon Thomas, that I was voting in a particular direction and I wanted him to support me. And of course, he went down and told all his colleagues, "Ooh, the mayor go so, you know, so we are go so." And then when they go so, I knocked my gavel and said, "Thank you very much, gentlemen. I was going so, but I couldn't tell you that."
Oh, you tricked them?
Tricked them.
So, going into today's election.
Yes, sir.
Yeah? Cleveland, Markland Action Edwards is the JLP's candidate for mayor. Leon Thomas, the incumbent for the opposition People's National Party. And there's an independent activist and Portmore resident, Howard Hamilton?
Howard Hamilton, yes.
Howard Hamilton. What's your reading on the ground?
Well, my reading on the ground is that there might be a greener day in Portmore. And by reason of saying that, we know we had only 2 divisions to the Portmore PNP's 10. Well, I can...
Of the 12 seats in Portmore, the PNP controlled 10.
Yeah.
And the JLP only 2.
Plus the mayor.
Plus the mayor.
Right. So now, I am thinking that based on what I am reading on the ground in Portmore, we're looking at least 8 to 9 seats out of the 12.
For?
For the Jamaica Labour Party. And I am almost sure that based on the fact that the mayor was a very, I would call a very light mayor in comparison to where the municipality is coming from, he might actually lose a seat, because we have gone past the fact that people think that this argument that, oh, Portmore is a PNP place. Many citizens don't see it that way because they're not living in a ghetto. They're living in a nice residential area. And people have their own minds to make up. And I will tell you, honestly, Cliff, and I'm not even boasting by saying so, if I was standing in a location beside the incumbent mayor and 1,000 people pass us, 900 persons would say, "Mayor Hines, how are you doing?" And perhaps not even recognize the current mayor. And that is his own doing.
But hold on. Mayor Leon Thomas.
Yes.
Is a councillor for which of the...
No, he's a directly elected mayor, but he was councillor for the Elshire division.
Okay.
Right.
So you're saying that the PNP may lose the Elshire division as well?
No. I'm not saying that they might lose the Elshire division. They have a very strong councillor in the Elshire division, actually. But notwithstanding, I would sincerely hope he loses it. But he's still a hard-working...
But so you're saying that based on your readings, Markland Edwards could win the mayoralty.
And not only the mayorship, but also the council, because we're looking at Edgewater division. We're looking at divisions down in where...
But Edgewater has traditionally been PNP.
PNP. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at those seats. That's the only one that I'm particularly maybe not counting in it on a practical basis. But Westchester, Independent City, Bridgeport Division, Brayton Division, Greater Portmore North, Greater Portmore East are all looking very strong for the Jamaica Labour Party.
That would be a first.
Yeah.
For a long time.
Yeah. But then when you have quality candidates, that is what can happen. Because persons would have said when I won that that would have never happened. Not only did I win, but I've gotten the most vote any JLP person has ever gotten in Portmore.
How many was that?
It is 15,205, I think.
15,205.
In 27.
Yeah.
Yeah. Notwithstanding, when I lost...
The voter population in Portmore was about 100,000?
No, well, pretty much more than that.
List?
More than that. A little about 180 thereabouts.
180?
Yeah, but you see, one of the things that I find interesting about Portmore, I don't think a proper census has ever been done in Portmore, Cliff. And we keep talking about 250,000 people or 300,000 people. My own viewing is that we're probably putting more than 500,000 people. And in organizations like this one would...
Can you hold it first, please?
Sure.
We have to take a break and come right back.
Local Vote 2024 on CEEN TV is brought to you by Digicel, Link, Western Union, JN Money Services Courts, and the following pioneer manufacturing distribution brands: Chlorodu Bleach, Oxybride, Pro Pet Dog Food, and Ready Soap.
JN MoneyCard send from abroad. JN MoneyCard. Send the money. Mo want withdraw in a hurry. JN MoneyCard free. With your TRN and your ID. And when me no walk with cash, me just swipe like that. From abroad to CAD, get the JN Money Card. It's safe, convenient, and free. JN Money Card sent from abroad. JN Money Card.
Every dollar counts, and you get enough more for stretch when you collect your money from abroad in a blink with Link. Tell friends and family to send money through MoneyGram and collect it anywhere, anytime on the Link app. Get better rates to stretch your dollar and get the extra things you need. You can collect your cash same time from any NCB ABM or use it in the app to pay your bills, buy credit, transfer money, or shop. Download the Link app today. Life is better with Link. Conditions apply.
Love you more and live better mind and body with Quartz. Prep, grab, and go with up to 25% off small appliances. Stay fit with up to 20% off gym equipment. And rest well and save up to $30,000 on select mattresses. Shop today with no cash and pay overtime on 6 to 48 months credit. Love you more. So rest, recharge, and live better with Quartz. Bringing value home. Offers end March 31, 2024. Conditions apply.
Go postpaid to win in the Digicel Staycation giveaway. You could be one of 10 lucky Digicel postpaid customers to win a luxury 4-day stay for 2 at a couple's resort. To enter, visit DigicelJamaica.com for more info. Digicel, better connected. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
Local Vote 2024 on CEEN TV is brought to you by Digicel, Link, Western Union, JN Money Services Courts, and the following pioneer manufacturing distribution brands: Chlorodu Bleach, Oxybride, Pro Pet Dog Food, and Ready Soap.
Welcome back to CEEN TV NNN. It's Local Vote 24. Yes, it's approaching minutes, 12 minutes to noon. Polling stations opened at 7 this morning across Jamaica. And so far, the turnout is a trickle, yes? And we are covering it for you from all angles. We have with us a former mayor of the municipality of Portmore, Keith Hines. In 2016, yes, the turnout in Portmore mayoral race, 26%. 26%. There were 93,000 eligible voters at the time, and the turnout was only 26%. The national turnout at the time, 30.6%. Mr. Hines, what do you think is going to happen in terms of turnout today in Portmore?
Well, I'm still looking for approximately close to 50% turnout. I am banking on the fact that a lot of persons are going to be working up to their legal time to work and their time to gather their voting hours, their 3 hours plus their lunch hour. And so I expect the afternoon part of the day is going to be pretty hectic up to 5 o'clock, the voting.
So we may see a surge.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
And that should take us up to about 50.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm looking, perhaps, because this election has certainly been energized. You know, if the trick remains for the rest of the day, then Uncle Mark is going to be weeping.
How is St. Catherine, though?
St. Catherine on a whole, there's a lot of development happening across St. Catherine. In terms of Portmore, a lot of development has happened there. In St. Catherine itself, a lot of the major companies have moved into St. Catherine. And I'm sure there's a lot of what they call BPOs and stuff. So the development there is not bad. There could be a lot better because we have some of the ingredients that I've put in place in the Portmore era that would assist them, like the tax office that is there. And that tax office was placed there at my request because Audley Shaw couldn't have me in his office for another minute. So he gave me the go-ahead for it, and it surprised him greatly. Right? Even the lands that Portmore has in its control were given to them at my request by Minister Horace Chang at the time. My disappointment, though, with that, Cliff, is that the 16-acre that the council is now built on, that land, my development should have been the tax office, the passport office, the RGD, and the municipal office, and a new fire station to be built there. Unfortunately, they've taken it and just built a municipal office, call it the White House, and feeling very proud, while the citizens are still languishing under tents outside the tax office.
Well, wish you all the best, sir.
Thank you very much. And, you know, I must commend you, though, on all that I see you doing, Sir Cliff.
We're trying.
You know, no, man, you don't have to try much. You're like one of them ladies who just wash them face and come out and look beautiful. You know,
thank you very much, Mayor Hines.
All right, God bless you, sir.
Good. Good. Stay there for a little while, Mayor, as we go to one of our callers now. I think it's Alric on the line. Good morning, Alric. Alric? Hello? Hello, Alric? No, we're not hearing Alric. Sushi, good morning.
Hi, good morning. Blessings nationwide. Thank you so much for returning my call.
Good
and
morning.
allowing me to share my experience with the voting process this morning.
Where did you
my
vote?
My polling station was at the Tree of Life. So
Where's
I got
that?
there a little after 8. It is in St. Catherine, along Old Harbour Road. So it's Tree of Life. That was my polling station this morning. And I got there a little after 8. The staff was very professional, friendly, and the overall process itself was relatively smooth. The only challenge that was experienced was the fact that a number of persons didn't have their actual voting ID. So, of course, they had to go through a number of processes before they can get themselves voted. But aside from that, it was good. It's very good.
And how long did it take you between getting into the line and leaving?
Okay, so checking at the front for your list didn't take long, less than 5 minutes. However, the actual joining of the line to the voting area, it took a little while. I would say about half an hour.
Oh, not bad. Not bad. Good.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Good.
Just a handful of persons this morning, and as I said, if it hadn't been for the persons who never had their voting ID, it would have been even less.
Okay, good. Thanks for that, Sushi. Good.
And thank you so much for allowing me to say so. And blessings.
You're
Bye.
welcome. Okay, Alric, good morning.
Morning.
Yes.
I am just about to go into vote at my polling station.
Where?
And the crowd is not big, but I heard it was better this morning. But I drove by Red Bank, and up there's bursting. Both people have a good amount of voters out.
Yes. Red Bank is where?
I am just about to cast my ballot.
Red Bank is where, Alric?
Red Bank is in St. Elizabeth, near where Tana is from.
Okay.
And it's around 2 miles from my polling station.
Okay, good.
But the runner took some people up there and then took me down here.
Okay.
It's quiet down here.
Very well.
Peaceful. And not a lot of people yet, but I'm expecting it to pick up in the afternoon.
Okay, good. All right, Eric.
Good. I'll talk to you later, Cliff.
Good, good.
All right.
Errol, good morning.
Stop, Mr. Hughes. Bless up.
Where you say, Errol?
Boy, I'm hard at work here.
What kind of work you do, Errol?
Run, I'm in that part.
You can run?
Run, I take the people them to vote.
Oh.
Good. Yeah. Yeah, man. We have to go every hand out of the world we have to go.
Eh?
Yeah, man. Now I run the world, then on level 55. And I told where them places me I run. Everywhere.
You have woolly power work to do, man. You have woolly power work to do?
Yeah, man. Woolly power work to do, Mr. Hughes.
Then tell me something, Errol.
Yeah.
The people them willing to come out, or them you have to encourage them?
No, man. People them must come out. I want them to come out. About the elderly people and the people who pay them, I have to go for them. You understand?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Cliff, I have to go for them, man.
Oh,
yeah,
dear.
Yeah, about the man in Cleveland I talk about Market G. Tell him Market G is dead, they come over. Every time after 6 little moments, you Market G is dead.
Yeah? You're not going to lose.
No.
Huh?
Market G is dead away right now in this alley there.
Oh?
Hear that?
I hear you, Errol.
Let me tell you, we're strong power, you know.
You know what?
We're strong, man, and the people must push out, you get me?
Oh.
Yeah, man.
But you're supposed to be strong in Denham Town, Errol. Errol, Denham Town, a green place. You're supposed to be strong.
Green place.
Eh?
Green all the way.
Oh. All right, Errol.
Talk to that woman.
Orange water, orange rotten. Orange water, green. Green all the way. Green as a grass.
I hear you.
I want to do one that's already where your name. Where will you put me?
Is that you?
Yes.
Anytime after 6 little more, man, you're going to hear the old come.
Yes.
You have them people. You're not confident in the green side.
All right, Errol. Thank you. All the best. Yes. What a thing later. If you not go, how you anticipate? Man, I go ball, you know. Well, that's where we're going to leave it for the midday break. Yes. Yeah, where you're watching CEEN TV with NNN collaborating for LocalVote 24. Yes, we're going to take a break now for the news, and we'll be back at 12:13.
LocalVote 2024 on CEEN TV is brought to you by Digicel, Link, Western Union, JN Money Services Courts, and the following Pioneer manufacturing distribution brands: Chlorodu Bleach, Oxybride, Pro Pet Dog Food, and Ready Soap.
Chicago hot like Viva, cause we are getting more on Western Union.
24 winners will win 2 season passes for Champs 2024. Collect 2 or more Western Union money transfers in store or using the GK1 app from February 9 to March 11 for a chance to win. Authorized under Section 58 of the Betting Gaming and Lotteries Act.
Go postpaid to win in the Digicel Staycation giveaway. You could be one of 10 lucky Digicel postpaid customers to win a luxury 4-day stay for 2 at a couple's resort. To enter, visit DigicelJamaica.com for more info. Digicel, better connected. Authorized under Section 58 of the Betting Gaming and Lotteries Act.
These days, every dollar counts, and you get enough more for stretch when you collect your money from abroad in a blink with Link. Tell friends and family to send money through MoneyGram and collect it anywhere, anytime on the Link app. Get better rates to stretch your dollar and get the extra things you need. You can collect your cash same time from any NCB ABM or use it in the app to pay your bills, buy credit, transfer money, or shop. Download the Link app today. Life is better with Link. Conditions apply.
Introducing Pro Pet Dog Food, the obvious choice for happier dogs. Pro Pet comes in 5 sizes with the perfect mix of raw protein, calcium, and fiber for tissue repair and muscle growth. Pro Pet's delicious beefy flavor will have your dogs barking for more. Choose Pro Pet for a soy-free diet, excellent taste, a higher source of energy, and happier, healthier dogs.
JN Money Card send from abroad. JN Money Card. Send the money. Mo want withdraw in a hurry. JN Money Card free. With your TRN and your ID. And when me no walk with cash, me just swipe like that. From abroad to CAD, get the JN Money Card. It's safe, convenient, and free. JN Money Card sent from abroad. JN Money Card.
Love you more and live better mind and body with Quartz. Prep, grab, and go with up to 25% off small appliances. Stay fit with up to 20% off gym equipment. And rest well and save up to $30,000 on select mattresses. Shop today with no cash and pay overtime on 6 to 48 months credit. Love you more. So rest, recharge, and live better with Quartz. Bringing value home. Offers end March 31, 2024. Conditions apply.
Shamsi Tago hot like fever cause we are getting more than Western Union.
24 winners will win 2 season passes for Champs 2024. Collect 2 or more Western Union money transfers in store or using the GK1 app from February 9 to March 11 for a chance to win. Authorized on the section 58 of the betting gaming and lotteries act.
Love you more and live better mind and body with Quartz. Prep, grab, and go with up to 25% off small appliances. Stay fit with up to 20% off gym equipment. And rest well and save up to $30,000 on select mattresses. Shop today with no cash and pay overtime on 6 to 48 months credit. Love you more. So rest, recharge, and live better with Quartz. Bringing value home. Offers end March 31, 2024. Conditions apply.
These days, every dollar counts, and you get enough more for stretch when you collect your money from abroad in a blink with Link. Tell friends and family to send money through MoneyGram and collect it anywhere, anytime on the Link app. Get better rates to stretch your dollar and get the extra things you need. You can collect your cash same time from any NCB ABM or use it in the app to pay your bills, buy credit, transfer money, or shop. Download the Link app today. Life is better with Link. Conditions apply.
Go postpaid to win in the Digicel Staycation giveaway. You could be one of 10 lucky Digicel postpaid customers to win a luxury 4-day stay for 2 at a couple's resort. To enter, visit digiceljamaica.com for more info. Digicel, better connected. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
JN Money Card send from abroad. JN Money Card. Send the money. Mo want withdraw in a hurry. JN Money Card free. With your TRN and your ID. And when me no walk with cash, me just swipe like that. From abroad to CAD, get the JN Money Card. It's safe, convenient, and free. JN Money Card send from abroad. JN Money Card.
We are at it again. The region's official broadcasters of the Paris Olympics will be in the Spice Isle to bring you the 51st Caribbean Games. Yes, the best young athletes from across the Caribbean will square off for pride and gold while having the time of their lives in Grenada. And your home of champions will be there from March 30 to April 1. The 51st Caribbean Games. Don't miss a minute of the action on Sportsmax.
One voice I done, voice I don't representing a CEEN TV, you know, 4Gen and a CEEN TV, CEEN, one up. Now mix Nike with Didas, rough, Epicon, did it, room. He brother with it is square.
Jamaicans will go to the polls on Monday, February 26 for the 2024 local government elections.
Voting is the right of every citizen, and employees who intend to cast their ballots tomorrow are entitled to 3 hours time off from work. This is in addition to their usual lunch hour. In addition to voting tips, we'll be discussing steps that are being taken to improve our mangroves, which are at risk of diminishing. Hello there, welcome to another edition of Jamaica Magazine. I'm Adrian Atkinson, your host. Do stay tuned.
One of the problems that occurred in the past was the significant delay in the issuing of warrants for persons who did not pay at the tax office and did not attend the court. And so what happened there was that a culture of impunity had developed, where persons felt that when they received a ticket from the police, they could simply ignore it. So where we are now is that we are now current with the issuing of warrants in respect of the current cases. So what that means is that for persons who do not pay at the tax office, don't attend the court, the warrants are being issued and will be issued, and you will be arrested and brought before the court. If you do not wish to come to court, then go to the tax office. Also, you have the option of contesting it, so you don't pay at the tax office, but you must turn up at court on the date and time stated in the summons. Failing that, a warrant will be issued and you will be brought before the court.
228 electoral divisions are to be contested in tomorrow's local government elections, where councillors and mayors will be elected to develop, manage and maintain infrastructure and public facilities island-wide. 2016 was the last time local government elections were held. Since then, the elections, which are constitutionally due every 4 years, have been postponed on 3 occasions since November 2020 amid the COVID-19 pandemic. With the election now almost at hand, this week's Get the Facts is focused on voting and election procedures. Director of Elections, Glaspole Brown, is here to fill us in. Let's get the facts.
Welcome to Get the Facts, the program that provides you with information on government's policies and initiatives. I'm Theodore Henry. Jamaicans will go to the polls to vote in political representatives at the local government level on February 26, 2024. For the next few minutes, we will tell you about the procedure and the management of the electoral process and the status of the various components of our free and fair electoral system. The Electoral Commission of Jamaica, ECJ, is responsible for protecting the electoral process. And here with us to share more information on Get the Facts is Director of Elections at the ECJ, Mr. Glaspole Brown. Welcome to the program, Sir Brown.
Good to be here.
All right, let's jump right into getting the facts. Now, before we talk about the electoral process itself, I would like to ask you to give us an idea of what is it that the ECJ does and the role it takes in the electoral process.
All right, the Electoral Commission of Jamaica was established in 2006. Prior to that, you had what is known as the AAC, which was an advisory body.
Okay.
The mandate is a commission of parliament. Therefore, the commission, ECJ, reports directly to the parliament. The mandate to the commission, based on the act itself, is to manage and execute elections. That's the main mandate. And we're tasked with the responsibility of executing referendum, etc.
Right.
So that's our main role that we undertake.
Okay. So moving now to the current pregnant atmosphere, local government elections. I want a big picture of how it looks on the ground. How many registered voters we have right now?
On the current voters list, you have approximately 2.1 electors registered. The process, we do continuous registration. Therefore, an individual can walk into our constituency office any day,
right,
and get registered.
Okay.
The process takes some time because we have to undergo the process of residency verification.
Right.
So we are tasked with that. So it's done on a continuous basis. So we have roughly 70 plus offices across the island. Wide network of offices across the island.
Okay. So 2.1 million, you had said.
2.1 million registered voters.
Registered voters. And candidates vying for the elections and the constituencies, how does that look? We have a number?
But in terms of the upcoming local government election, 499 persons have been nominated.
All right.
Out of that, you have a third party is not part of the process.
Okay.
That is the UIC. So you have now the JLP, the PMP, and the UIC. And there's approximately 37 independent candidates sought to be nominated. So we have a roughly 499 candidates. They are vying for 298 divisions, plus the Portmore mayoral position.
Yes.
Over in Portmore, you have 3 persons vying for that position in the upcoming election.
Right. Sir, it sounds like it's a lot. It's a big field. There's a lot of people involved. How ready is the ECJ?
Well, we are fairly ready in terms of where we want to be at this point in time. Certainly, it's a large operation. You engage in excess of 30,000 persons to assist in the process on the day itself.
Could you tell us a little bit more about these 30,000 people? What will they be doing?
The 36 is made up of the police, the army, the soldiers, and the election day workers.
Okay.
So the JCF and the JDF will more be providing security.
Right.
And then assist us in the process of crowd control, etc.
Yeah, people management.
People management on the outside. And then the other individuals, the election day workers, that is made up of the poll clerks, the presiding officers, and the supervisors, and the other person, logistics coordinators, the cleaners, etc., etc. So within the polling station itself, there's a small team there, the presiding officers, the poll clerks are the main persons, plus the representatives of the different agents of the candidates.
Right.
So the poll clerks now and the presiding officer now undertake the whole process in guiding the electors or the voters in terms of the process.
Right.
So they issue the necessary instruction, issue the ballots, etc., and carry them through the process in terms of to the point of casting your ballot, and then returning the ballot to them after having gone behind the voting booth, and then drop that ballot in the voting box.
So the whole process, start to finish, we have people helping out there.
That's correct.
This 36,000, how many polling stations are we talking about?
We're looking at approximately, and the exact figure is 6,726 polling stations across the island.
Okay.
Will be in operation on the day, on the 26th of February.
On the day itself, the 26th. How is the voting public expected to conduct themselves?
All right, we expect you to obey our instructions, and the instruction that comes from our officers. What we'd like to say to the public first, before you even come to the polling station,
yes,
you need to determine and ensure that you know exactly where your polling station is located.
And how do I do that?
You could do that by, one, you could call our offices, any other 70 offices across the island, or you could call our main office at Duke Street.
Yes.
Or you could go on our website, which is www.ecj.com.jm.
Okay.
And you'll get all the information. Just follow the instruction when you log on to our website, and then they'll carry through the process and guide you and tell you exactly where your voting polling station is. When you enter the polling station, what we'll require of you as an elector is that the presiding officer will ask for your ID card. So therefore, you would present your ID card. But let me just pause here, though. If you don't have a new ID card, or you don't have any ID card at all, you will still be allowed to vote.
Yes.
As long as you're on the voters list.
Oh.
As long as your name appears on the voters list, you will be allowed to cast your ballot.
But there might be...
It's your right to do so.
But it might take a bit more time for you to be verified as such.
Correct. In other words, if you don't have your voter's ID card, the presiding officer will go through a process. In other words, we have the mechanism within the polling station to identify you.
Right.
We have what is known as a black book. What a black book entails is details, a copy of your ID card, and other pertinent information.
Got it. Sir Brown, I have to break in now. We're going to go to a break, but we're getting some fascinating information about the voting process, which we are all encouraged to take part in coming February 26th. Please, we're going to come right back, so stay with us.
And we're back in third quarter planning. Adams is quarterbacking this project, and she is looking pretty tired, Jill.
She's stuck, Bill, and that deadline is...
One voice I done, voice I don't representing a CEEN TV, you know, 4 China, CEEN TV, CEEN, one up. Now mix night with the das. Rough, Epicon, did it, room. He brother with it is square.
Jamaica Magazine, weekdays at 7:30 p.m. on CEEN TV.
Way.
And it's the CEO bill. Can Adams handle the pressure?
Is she?
For the Lord our God is mighty. Yes, the Lord our God is omnipotent.
The blood of Jesus will never lose its power.
Start your Sundays with Breakthrough Deliverance, Sunday mornings at 8:30 on CEEN TV.
Bucharest is I would call it the tourism hub in Jamaica, and we're located, of course, Duns River is the highlight of Bucharest, of course, which is 5 minutes away from where Mystic Mountain is, so proximity is very close.
Moving from location to location, Travel Access takes you to higher heights. Tuesdays at 9:30 p.m., 10:30 p.m. EDT on CEEN TV.
At the point of what will happen if you have your card and what will happen if you don't. Take us through the rest of it.
All right. Having satisfied the presiding officer that you're the person that is standing in front of them in terms of the name on the list.
Yes.
The presiding officer then proceed to give you certain direction in terms of present to you the ballot.
Yes.
And point out to you the different candidates, and so direct you behind the voting booth. You are then required to go behind the voting booth to do your selections,
yes.
And then return. The presiding officer will guide you how to vote that ballot. You must not come back to the presiding officer with an exposed ballot. Or the presiding officer, nobody in that polling station should see your markings on the ballot.
Yes.
So you'll be guided to fold it out in the proper way. Then you return it to the presiding officer, who will then guide you or instruct you to immerse your finger into the ink.
Mm-hmm.
Having done that, the presiding officer then deposit your ballot in the ballot box and then wish you greetings for the rest of the day.
Okay. And what's the expectation after the vote itself? Are you expected to leave the premises? That's
right. Our expectation should leave the premises and then go and wait for the results.
Understood. Now, one thing I noticed about what you've described is there's a great deal of privacy involved.
Right.
You mentioned not having the exposed ballot. And I know it says that all eligible citizens have the right to vote freely and in secret. The law says that. Could you explain that a bit more?
Yeah, it's based on the principle of universal adult suffrage. That is, and the principle that it is the right to vote is universal.
Right.
As long as you're a citizen and reach and you satisfy certain criteria. The main one being that you're a Jamaican citizen and you're 18 and over.
Yeah.
Then you have a right to so cast your thing. And it has to be done in secret, and it is not, and your right to vote is not transferable to anybody. And therefore, the process requires that the process be done personally and in secret.
So I as perhaps an elderly person, I can't send my grandson with my ID to go vote for me.
If you have certain disability, the grandson or the friend can assist you, but you have to be there.
Personally.
Yeah.
You mentioned universal adult suffrage. I understand there are about 6 principles. You gave us 2 a while ago.
Yeah, there are roughly 6 principles. The vote is free, the vote is secret, it's not transferable, and it's universal.
Belongs to everybody.
They encompass all of those.
Okay. So election day is still a work day, as we had discussed, and the workers are entitled for time to go off and cast their vote, right?
Right. And I want to stress this point in the sense that every elector is so granted by the law of a time period of 3 hours to cast their ballot.
3 hours?
3 hours. Okay. However, there's some proviso there in the sense that if your shift starts at 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. that is, you have no right to those 3 hours. In order to assume that between 7 and 10, you would have gone and cast your ballot. If your shift ends or starts at 2 p.m., You'll not be entitled to that 3 hours. Because you assume that if it ends at 2, therefore you have a timeline of 2 to 5,
right.
3 hours span to get it. But by law, and it is clear in the regulations of ROPA, that employers are expected, are required to allow their employees, whoever want to go and cast their ballot, they are entitled to a 3 hours break to go and do so.
Indeed. So as we give this information to the employers, and I had wanted to ask about the training of the election day workers as well, because all of this is a system that has to work and like a well-oiled machine. Yes.
Right. Well, we do carry our workers through extensive training. We have at least minimum 6 sessions, and these sessions last 3 hours each. So you're talking about roughly 18 hours of training, and also we have so each EDW, election day worker, is given a manual. They are also exposed to a training video that outside of those 18 hours, they can continue the training process. So we do prepare them in terms of what is required, guided by the ROPA, the Representative of the People's Act.
So the public can be confident that those that are serving them are well knowledgeable and able to guide them.
As per the electoral laws, yes.
Okay, we're almost at the end of this discussion, but I want to talk about the idea of the merging of the political ombudsman office into the ECJ. Give us some details about that.
Just a brief comment, in the sense that, okay, I guess when you do good work, you also reward with additional work.
Yes.
So in recent times, the commission has been asked to take on additional role. One role that was given to the commission recently is the commission is now the inspectorate for NIRA. NIRA being the entity that will now govern the operation of the NIDS.
Right.
So the commission has been recently appointed the inspectorate in terms of they are now the National Identification Registration Inspectorate. The management of that inspectorate are the commissioners of the Electoral Commission of Jamaica.
Okay.
So the ombudsman, we have been given that task. It's new in terms of we are trying to put the necessary things in place to get it up and running. And I can say the commission is up to that task. It's fairly new now, early days yet, but there are a number of things that the commissioner is putting in place to deal with that responsibility that has now been given to them by Parliament.
Right. We're going to have to bring you back to talk about, or somebody back to talk about the political ombudsman a bit more, but we're almost at the end of this interview. The persons who will be voting, the election day workers, the whole Jamaican public is watching this program. Could you take a few seconds and give them your final word?
My final word is basically to urge everybody to be a part of the process. We have spent a lot of money, time, and work in putting the process together. And therefore, when we prepare for an election, we prepare for 100% turnout. So whenever the turnout is low, it means that a considerable amount of resources and money, etc., would have been wasted. And therefore, we urge persons to be a part of the process. It is your right to vote on election day, and we urge you to come out on the 26th and cast your ballot. We will ensure from Electoral Commission end to put everything in place to make it be safe and secure for you on that day.
And to freely exercise your right to vote in secret. Thank you, Mr. Brown, so much for joining us on Get the Facts. Remember to visit the ECJ website, ecj.gov.jm, for more information. As he had stated, you do need to know where you need to go. That's a great point to start. This has been Get the Facts. Our guest has been the Director of Elections, Mr. Glasspool Brown. Thank you for watching, and until next time, I'm Theodore Henry. Take good care.
Mangroves, those seemingly ugly shrubs blinding our otherwise serene view of the coast, are more important than we tend to think. Yes, they protect us from climate effects and foster the livelihoods of many Jamaicans. But as usual, nature is at risk because of our man-made decisions. So, what is to be done? The 4-year Jamaica Mangrove Plus project is tasked with repairing and preserving the country's mangroves to safeguard the population from environmental threats. Let's listen to the steps being taken.
Imagine you have a plant which can take salt water and take fresh water out of it. You therefore need to salute that plant because it is able to find the own water that it needs from salt water that it's literally sitting in. It doesn't need to run away or escape. That gives it a niche specialization, which means others can't complete. Well, mangroves do that. Imagine you have a plant where it says, okay, I'm going to take in all the salt water and I'm going to just sequester all the salt and push it into a special area. Compartmentalization. Mangroves do that.
Mangroves are tropical and subtropical plants that live primarily in coastal environments. They are a crucial component of Jamaica's coastal ecosystem. There are 4 types of mangroves: red, black, white, and buttonwood. They all help to safeguard us from the many environmental threats our country faces. Mangrove forests provide over 200 documented uses worldwide. In Jamaica, they control erosion, improve water quantity, trap soil and sediments, protect coral reefs, and build up the land. Without them, the health of our coastal environment would be in jeopardy, as they build barriers to help safeguard communities and livelihoods from the rushing waves of the sea. They provide a nursery ground and habitat for fish and other species. Jamaica's mangroves also provide ecotourism opportunities and support livelihoods. Mangrove forests are among the most carbon-rich ecosystems globally, and they play a critical role in the fight against climate change. Between 2017 and 2021, there was a net loss of 16.9 hectares of mangroves, despite efforts to restore 2.7 hectares.
A significant portion of lost mangroves in Jamaica is estimated to be potentially restorable. However, recent losses emphasizes the urgency of effective conservation and restoration initiatives to address the ongoing challenges.
The documented losses are associated with both permitted and unplanned developments. Environmental threats include rising temperatures, decreased rainfall, and projected sea level rise, leading to increased water salinity in mangroves, which poses a risk of mangrove dieback.
For the first time in our history as a country, we have taken deliberate and concrete steps to codify strategies and actions geared at guiding our efforts to sustainably manage and protect the wetland forests remaining in Jamaica.
That plan is the Jamaica Mangrove Plus project. The project emphasizes a biodiversity-positive approach to ensure the sustainable management of over 7,000 hectares of Jamaica's mangrove ecosystem. The initiative encompasses 3 core components: national mangrove policy strengthening, mangrove ecosystem restoration, as well as knowledge management, project monitoring, and evaluation. Among other things, the goal of the project is to restore health to mangrove habitats and establish new mangrove protected areas.
Do you make frequent trips to the bathroom? Get up more than once a night? Suffer from urgency, hesitancy, or have a weak stream? Or worse, have a diminished sex drive? Call or go online right now to receive a free 30-day supply of Prosvent, the comprehensive non-prescription prostate formula developed by Harvard-trained internist Dr. Larry May.
It's the most comprehensive formula that's ever been developed.
Prosvent is so effective, it's guaranteed to provide relief in just 30 days, reducing frequency, urgency, and improving urinary flow. Prosvent is trusted by millions of men with over 150 million doses taken.
I wish someone had told me about it sooner.
Call or go online right now to freeprosvent.com to get your free bottle of Prosvent. You heard right, free bottle. Order right now and you'll also receive Dr. May's comprehensive guide to prostate health and a 30-day supply of Ultimax for intimate moments absolutely free. This is a limited time offer. Order now.
Call 1-800-395-4934. That's 1-800-395-4934 or visit us at freeprosvent.com.
You're never far from home when you're watching CEEN TV. We bring the Caribbean to you. And now it's even easier to stay up to date on all things Caribbean when you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Latest action in sports, the biggest news stories in the region, and all the excitement in the world of entertainment. So join our community today. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and click the notification bell to stay informed. CEEN TV, your preferred eye to the Caribbean.
Jamaica Magazine, weekdays at 7:30 p.m. on CEEN TV.
Party lit. It turn up on one part of one place.
If you notice all my sound, you know I said last night, burn up.
We're taking it to the street with Caribbean talent, lifestyle, and good vibes. We're talking Street Link Saturdays, 10 p.m. on CEEN TV.
You gotta teach me that one. Hey.
All right, next up to I always dance on Cooties. You are watching Cooking with Love. Keep it locked.
There'll be no more dying, no more crying, no more sickness, no more pain, no more sadness, no more sorrow, no more trouble, no more tragedy, no more temptation, no more fighting, no more, because I don't know what you're gonna do when you see Jesus. But when I see Jesus.
Join us on Saturdays for Breath of Life, 7 a.m., 8 a.m. ECT on CEEN TV.
Local Vote 2024 on CEEN TV is brought to you by Digicel, Link, Western Union, JN Money Services Courts, and the following Pioneer Manufacturing Distribution brands: Chlorodu Bleach, Oxybride, Pro Pet Dog Food, and Ready Soap.
You me a son man, watching a man, Craig Voicemail, and you're lucky into the baddest thing, CEEN TV. You hear that? Yeah, me love you, yeah, and everybody say it. Tell you say me happy and me never discreet. Listen me, right now, CEEN TV. Let's go.
This is your friend McGregor, and you're tuning to CEEN TV. We give you all of the information where you need, whether home or abroad, so what? Keep it locked. Don't touch the dial. CEEN TV, Afimi TV, Freddy TV.
Local Vote 2024 on CEEN TV is brought to you by Digicel, Link, Western Union, JN Money Services Courts, and the following Pioneer Manufacturing Distribution brands: Chlorodu Bleach, Oxybride, Pro Pet Dog Food, and Ready Soap.
Welcome back to Cliff Hughes Online. It's our special CEEN TV NNN Local Vote 2024. In fact, we say Local Vote 24, yes? And it's all about what's happening across the country today with the local elections. Voting well and truly underway now. We're at the halfway mark at 12:33 in the afternoon. The polls opened at 7 this morning, 5.5 hours. One of our reporters, correspondents, fanned out across the country is Ricardo Brooks. Good afternoon, Ricardo. Yes, Ricardo.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we're hearing you, Ricardo. Where are you?
I'm actually in the Dallas division of East Rural St. Andrew. I am at the Wees Road Community Center. There are about 4 polling stations here. And if you can see in the background, the outdoor agents of the Jamaican Labour Party are vibrant and active in the Dallas division. If the cameraman could just show you on the opposite side, the outdoor agents of the People's National Party. Also, I was able to check both the turnout so far, and I'm told that it's around about 13% at this halfway mark at 12:34 here at the Wees Road Community Center. Both sides are expressing exuberance. They say that they are confident that at the close of polls at 5 o'clock, they will take it. In the morning, my assignment was with the Prime Minister, Andrew Holness, who voted at 35 at Mona High School. And Mr. Holness was very confident that the Jamaican Labour Party will have either the majority in terms of what it has now, or he's looking for an increase. Mr. Holness spoke to what he sees as the defining issues in this campaign. He says, as he has been across the country, it's been roads and water. He says the national issues that the opposition leader has sought to cast this campaign in, it has not resonated. That's what the Prime Minister says he has picked up. He says the momentum is with the Jamaica Labour Party. He says all the polling shows that the party is ahead, and he says, importantly, the polling has not been done since nomination day, but he thinks that's when his party gathered speed and galloped, in fact, he said, away with this election. Mr. Holness also says that he has heard from the Integrity Commission. I asked him about his integrity filings. He said he wrote back to the Integrity Commission 2 weeks ago, and he's now awaiting further word. He says he has provided all the information that the Integrity Watchdog has requested of him, and he expects that in good time, his filings will be cleared. It's important for me to correct something that the media has reported widely, that the Prime Minister was asked to remove his green branded shirt. That's not the case. The Prime Minister says he took his own initiative and removed the shirt. Of course, he moved that JLP branded shirt and he wore a blue shirt to cast his ballot instead.
It's interesting that you made that point, Ricardo, because I've subsequently seen a video of the People's National Party's former General Secretary, Paul Burke, at the same polling station cluster at Mona High School, and he was insisting that according to the Representation of the People Act, ROPA, it does not preclude you as a voter from turning up in a party-branded shirt. According to Mr. Burke, who was making the point to one of the electoral officials, that what the law says, the law forbids an election worker representing either of the 2 major political parties from wearing branded shirts, but it does not prevent a general voter from turning up in a branded shirt.
Yeah, the whole thing said out of an abundance of caution, and so there is no doubt he thought it best to remove the branded shirt, and he returned, of course, in a blue shirt to cast his ballot. As I told you in the morning, it's a polling statement that quite a few prominent Jamaicans vote. The former Finance Minister, Dr. Omar Davis, also cast his ballot at Mona High School, and he had some light moments with the Prime Minister and his wife, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Julian Holness. At one point, Dr. Davis was heard asking the Prime Minister if he's sure which of the converts on the ballot he's going to vote for in Kingston Central. The Prime Minister had a party laugh. The Prime Minister was in line as a few voters came, and he had a chit-chat with them. We tried to ask him questions, and he said at that point he was reflecting on the X that he was to have. Of course, he said there is no doubt that he knows where his X is going to go. And as you can hear, it's getting a little bit low here because the runners are taking their voters before the station here. And I said it's very active here in the Dallas division. A hometown boy actually is going
Well, Ricardo, if you're hearing me, your audio is beginning to fade. Are you hearing me, Ricardo? Yeah, but we're not hearing you. But you're quite right. The Dallas Castle division of East Rural St. Andrew is one to watch tonight because all information is that it is going to be very competitive. That's the Dallas division in East Rural St. Andrew, the constituency represented in the parliament by the Prime Minister's wife and the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Juliet Holness. Ricardo?
Are you hearing me now?
Yes, I'm hearing you better now.
Right, so it's achieved the Black for the People's National Party, a hometown boy from the division is going up against
oh dear, we're losing.
We're losing me again. Okay.
Yes. All right, thank you, Ricardo. We'll link with you a little later. But certainly, right. Dallas Castle, okay. Yes, we're going to watch it in East Rural St. Andrew, yes, where the parties are battling for control of the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation. Dallas Castle being one of the 40 divisions that will decide who controls the KSAMC. All right, thank you very much, Ricardo. And also, we have a caller online, Sonia. We are going to take a break now and come back with callers, yes, to wrap the show. Okay, time for the break.
Local Vote 2024 on CEEN TV is brought to you by Digicel, Link, Western Union, JN Money Services Courts, and the following Pioneer manufacturing distribution brands: Chlorodu Bleach, Oxybride, Pro Pet Dog Food, and Ready Soap.
JN MoneyCat send from abroad. JN MoneyCat. Send the money. Mo want withdraw in a hurry. JN MoneyCat free. With your TRN and your ID. And when me no walk with cash, me just swipe like that. From abroad to CAD, get the JN Money Card. It's safe, convenient, and free. JN MoneyCat sent from abroad. JN MoneyCat.
Love you more and live better mind and body with Quartz. Prep, grab, and go with up to 25% off small appliances. Stay fit with up to 20% off gym equipment. And rest well and save up to $30,000 on select mattresses. Shop today with no cash and pay overtime on 6 to 48 months credit. Love you more. So rest, recharge, and live better with Quartz. Bringing value home. Offers end March 31, 2024. Conditions apply.
JN MoneyCat send from abroad. JN MoneyCat. Send the money. Mo want withdraw in a hurry. JN MoneyCat free. With your TRN and your ID. And when me no walk with cash, me just swipe like that. From abroad to CAD, get the JN Money Card. It's safe, convenient, and free. JN MoneyCat send from abroad. JN MoneyCat.
Go postpaid to win in the Digicel Staycation giveaway. You could be one of 10 lucky Digicel postpaid customers to win a luxury 4-day stay for 2 at a couple's resort. To enter, visit digiceljamaica.com for more info. Digicel, better connected. Authorized under Section 58(3) of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
24 winners will win 2 season passes for Champs 2024. Collect 2 or more Western Union money transfers in store or using the GK1 app from February 9 to March 11 for a chance to win. Authorized under Section 58(3) of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
Local Vote 2024 on CEEN TV is brought to you by Digicel, Link, Western Union, JN Money Services, Quartz, and the following Pioneer Manufacturing Distribution brands: Chlorodu Bleach, Oxybride, Pro Pet Dog Food, and Ready Soap.
Minutes going up to 1 o'clock in Kingston, Jamaica. Wherever you are in the world, welcome. We are in to Election Day in Jamaica, local government election day. And we have right here on NNN CEEN TV, yes, CEEN TV collaborating with NNN to give you Local Vote 24. We have a call on the line now. Brown Man. Good afternoon, Brown Man.
Good afternoon to you, Mr. Hughes.
Yes, sir.
And let me say good afternoon to your listeners. First, I must commend you on the excellent work you have been doing.
Thank you. On behalf of the team. It's a team effort, sir.
We can always depend on you. Well, I'm calling from Central Manchester, the Belfield Division to be exact.
That's where you're calling from?
I'm calling from Central Manchester, Belfield, from the Belfield Division.
Yes. How are things there?
It was very good. Well, I went to cast my vote very early, about 7:45, and it was a bit tickling at that moment, but picking up as the time goes by. So I guess by 5 o'clock we would be in a better position to say what is what, you know. And I must congratulate the youngest contestant in the race, which is young Chanel Dixon, just 23 years old.
Yes.
For the Jamaica Labour Party.
Yes.
She's doing excellent work.
Chanel Dixon is a JLP's candidate, and who is she up against?
She's up against Mario Mitchell.
Mario Mitchell?
Yes, from the Belfield Division.
And Mario Mitchell has been an experienced local politician.
Yes, that is so.
Yes, and she has a big task if she's to defeat Mr. Mitchell, because Belfield traditionally votes PNP.
Yes, that is true, but you know, anything is possible.
Oh, anything is possible. You're hoping for the best.
This is a girl of the soil, a young Shani. She's working extremely hard, and I can tell you, she's gaining a lot of momentum and a lot of attraction. So I think she's going to pull it off.
But are the votes there for her to win, to beat Mr. Mitchell?
Yes, you know, I can tell you that.
Yeah? Why do you say that? Why do you say that?
Based on what I'm seeing on the ground, because I've been canvassing for her, you know, so I know what is going on.
Okay. What's the turnout so far? Like, you know, what's the average turnout so far? Do you know?
Well, it was quite pretty well. It was pretty good this morning when I was leaving the polling station. It was, but I left from there and went to Blue Mountain, where it was a bigger crowd there. Mm-hmm. But, you know, it depends on the amount of people that live in certain area.
Okay. So you're hopeful for Miss Dixon later tonight?
Most definitely.
I'm sure Mr. Mitchell and his supporters won't agree with you.
I know they wouldn't agree, but that's how the cookie crumbles.
All right, sir. Thank you very much, Brown Man.
Okay, then, Mr. You have a great day. And thanks again for the service you are providing.
You're welcome. Okay.
Okay, then.
Carl? Carl?
Yes, Mr. Youth.
Carl. Oh?
Mr. Youth?
Yes?
I am responsible for PD 34. And I know that my figures are pretty.
PD 34 where?
Longsville Park, Southeast Clarendon.
But I hear you're losing there, man.
Okay, I'd lose. Well, I will call you tonight when we count off before we go down.
Eh?
Mr. Hughes, all PD last 2020 general election, me win them.
Uh-huh.
And same thing will happen today.
Oh?
Same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Unless we never do our work.
Uh-huh.
You jump off and pick up one and come back. Yeah? Yeah, when you come back.
So, Carl.
Yes, Mr. Hughes.
Tell me, how the rest of Clarendon looking?
The rest of mineralized division that we are me check up on since March.
Yes.
And we Colin Coke is perfect. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I'm checking up on someone.
Yes?
I also know, Mr. Hughes. PJ Patterson tell me, say, me not make no white man lead me country. So that me I deal with.
PJ Patterson tell you that?
With revenge for that.
PJ Patterson couldn't tell you that.
When he come off a platform and tell us if he mingle among the crowd, nobody will recognize him. And he tell us we not vote for no white man.
PJ Patterson never tell us no vote for no white man.
You can't come now, Mr. Hughes, with a son of the master.
PJ Patterson never tell you that.
When he said he come off a platform.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
If he were to come off the platform, and move on, but he never tell us no vote for no white man. He said vote for him.
That he did mean.
Because he was a fresh prince.
Oh, he was if So
yes.
We have to deal with it, the white prince now.
Me don't know about that.
We have to send him back. If he wants to be a leader in our country, he must go to England.
I hear you. All right, Carl. Because you know me not in the color politics with you.
Say, if he wants to lead, he must go to England, but not Jamaica.
All right, sir. Good.
Later on.
All right.
7 minutes after 9, you can call it.
Yeah.
7 minutes after 9. You have your ID?
All right. Dawn, good afternoon.
Yes, Cliff, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, Dawn?
I'm on the road in Portmore. And Cliff, let me tell you something. I noticed a trend from morning. There are 2 divisions in the entire municipality that is won by JLP. The Independent City Division and the Gregory Park Division. Now my vote is in the Gregory Park Division. Cliff, when I went to vote this morning, I was the first voter. And I had to go on back to get my 2 ballots to vote. You hear me say to you?
Why?
I had to make up noise to get 2 ballots.
Why?
And because the lady's giving me 1 ballot and I stand to get 2, I'm voting for the mayor and the councillor.
Yes.
And you know what she did? She eventually gave me 1 and said me to go mark and come back for the next one. And in all of the stations at the Gregory Park Basic School, the presiding officer asking people how much ballot they want. You hear me? And when somebody called me from Independent City School, you hear me say Gregory Park and Independent City, when I fly over there, Cliff, that's the same people going away, let 1 ballot a vote and going home. We have to shoot them back and say to get 2 ballots. So those 2 strong areas of the JLP. So if the JLP don't vote for the mayor in those areas, the mayor will win in the other area because he's usually strong in some other areas.
So Dawn,
you understand what I'm saying?
So Dawn, where is the JLP scrutineer or PNP scrutineer there, indoor agent?
Let's sit down there. Let's sit down. I have to go in there. Cliff, I went to all of the police station. One of the presiding officers asked me, who are you? I said, I am. Who is speaking? I said, me. She said, where are you coming from? I said, me yard.
No. Hold on, Dawn. But Dawn, you're supposed to have right inside the polling station an indoor agent for the PNP and the JLP. And you want to tell me the JLP and the PNP indoor agents sat down and saw that happening and allowed it?
Cliff sat there. No, to be honest, in the one in Gregory Park, it don't happen because the indoor agent stood up. But they asked, the presiding officer saying to you, how much ballot you need? How much you must get? 2 ballots?
Yes, you have to get 2. Because you're voting for the mayor and you're voting for the councillor.
And you're voting for the councillor.
Yes.
Cliff, why them never just make 1 ballot with everybody name on it?
No, because it's two separate voting. That's why you vote directly for mayor.
And some people never get a chance, I'm sure, to vote because when we found out after start shoe back people that they ought to get 2 ballots. When my sister went to vote, the presiding officer asked her in 17B, how much ballot you want? She said 2 ballots.
Yes.
It ought not to be a question. And I have to be saying to them, if the people, because I think some persons don't understand, I say the people don't want to vote for 2 people, they vote for 1 and carry back the 2 ballots folded same way, and the presiding officer will tear off the counterfoil and drop the ballot in the box. A little later on, it will be accounted for.
No, that shouldn't be. And I would imagine that by now, the indoor agents of both political parties should be up on this, should be aware of this,
and
I
should
have
be
to
alerting.
speaking to both of them.
Yeah,
to both of them, I'm saying to them, it's 2 ballots the people they must get.
Yes, yes. They should.
That's not good enough.
No, that's not good.
It's not good.
No.
And
Thank
it's
you.
happening from, I went to vote at, when my polling station never opened at 7.
Yes.
Because when they're about to open 5 after 7, the jail people agent say, it's not going to open until on count of the ballot. Let me see, I'm here from morning and now on count the ballot. Let me see how much. I'm not making the polling station open.
Okay,
so we still have
Don.
to wait till them count it off.
Well, Don, thank you for bringing it to our attention. And we're alerting the 2 political parties. The mayoral race in Portmore, the voters in Portmore should be receiving 2 ballots. Each voter should be getting 2 ballots. One for casting vote for the mayor and the other for their councillor. Yes? Thank you, Dawn. That's all the time we have for today. Yes, I want to say thanks to the entire team here at CEEN TV and nationwide 90 FM. Thank you. It's a big team, and I want to say thanks to all of you, including my co-host, Norige Banton, our political analysts and commentators, the callers, the YouTubers, the WhatsAppers. Thank you so much to all of you. And it's now approaching 1 o'clock. In 4.5 hours, at 5:30, we'll be back here for the results. Yes, you don't want to miss that. The results beginning at 5:30. George Davis will be joining me, Janae Stevens-Taylor from the Blue Dot Insights team, and a team of young analysts led by our this morning anchor at Nationwide, Saeed Bernard. We'll be here at 5:30 for the results show and analysis. Have a good afternoon.
Local Vote 2024 on CEEN TV is brought to you by Digicel Link, Western Union, JN Money Services Courts, and the following Pioneer Manufacturing Distribution brands: Chlorodu Bleach, Oxybride, Pro Pet Dog Food, and Ready Soap.
These days, every dollar counts, and you get enough more for stretch when you collect your money from abroad in a blink with Link. Tell friends and family to send money through MoneyGram and collect it anywhere, anytime on the Link app. Get better rates to stretch your